Ty have the floor. Miami beats Ohio State 24-14. Um, Ty was the only one to call it. Floor is yours, Ty.
I mean, I honestly ain't got too much to say, bro. I just been the team better than what everybody think. Like, I feel like the game's starting in the trenches, and we have one of the best on both sides of the football, one of the best lines in all of college football. So I think right there that helps them out a lot, and that makes up for some of the deficiencies that we have, like the quarterback position, because we're not asking him to do a whole lot. We're literally like, bro, just don't turn the ball over, and we're probably gonna win. So, I mean, I'm cool. Like I said, I think that Ohio State game was a good test to kind of see where the program was at in general, because Miami ain't really been relevant in years. Like last year was a good year for them, but they still missed the ACC championship game and the playoffs. This year, they missed the ACC championship game again, but you got into the playoffs and you kind of proved that you can play with the best. So, I mean, I'm all for it. I'm happy right now. We gonna see how long that happiness lasts when that game on Thursday come on, and we gonna see what's up. But I ain't got no complaints about them right now.
Ryan.
Man, that was a great game. I'm somewhat shocked, but I'm really not shocked for real. I didn't pick Miami, but like I was talking to B on a private note, I've been saying for all season long, Miami's like the one team that I just gravitate towards. I like their defense. I like not Kadarius. I like Malachi Tony. I like Mark Fletcher, and like Ty said, the trenches on both sides they're great. So it's like I feel like I might be wrong, but I feel like they could be one of them teams where they could go beat every single team in this playoffs, but they could also lose to every single team in this playoffs. So we'll see how the future holds.
Be back up to you.
Man, I'm same thing. Like I'm surprised, but then I'm not. Reason why I'm not is Julian Sand played good in a lot of big games, but I think that game just more so made people realize that when you're a true freshman, there's just limits to how you can perform against certain types of teams. Like their O line got dominated the entire game, and their big factor was their left guard was hurt. Not many people know, but their backup guard played, and they were feasting on him by having Miami two best rushers, one in the interior and then one on the edge. So like they couldn't just slide on each side. They had them right next to each other to kind of confuse them a little bit. But yeah, props to Miami. Their defense, amazing game all around. The offense, they did what your job is when your defense play lights out. That's not turn the ball over, run the ball efficiently, and take all your points. So that's props to Miami.
Yeah. Miami did what they were supposed to do, man. I didn't believe it. I'll tell you, that's the biggest. That's the biggest thing that it was for me. When somebody shows you who they are, you should believe them. And not that Ohio State showed me that they were a bad team. Our trenches showed us that they weren't very good when we played against Indiana. Which is a problem for me overall, not just in this game, but like when we talk about the program overall. Like, come on, bro, what are we talking about? Like, this is Ohio State. Why do we not have the best trenches in the nation? Like, what's like these? There are just certain things that you should have. And trenches is one of them. If you're like one of those like upper echelons, you know what I'm saying? Like, Ohio offensive lines are just one of those things that you should have, and we didn't, which is concerning for me. I do understand that we graduated some really good guys off the O line, but like everything else at Ohio State, the next guy up should be just as elite as the one before him. And that wasn't the case for us. So yeah, when I seen it happen with Indiana, I should have believed it, and I didn't. Um, yeah, and Miami showed it.
Do you feel like
Um,
it's different? Like do you feel as though it's because of how great second and third level was? Like best safety in the country, best linebacker in the country, along with Arvell Reese. Is like the balance was kind of like hard because I forget his name. Y'all D tackle. I know he was one of the best D tackles in the country, but
Yeah.
that's only one guy with the other guys next to him. Like if they're getting dominated, he can get doubled. It's like kind of just takes him out of the
Yeah.
equation.
It's interesting because when you think about some of our more elite teams and some of those national championship teams that we've had, like you think about we for so many years had elite defensive ends on the defensive side of the ball. For so many years we've had elite defensive ends. We've had you know
Facts.
what I'm saying? Like that's just kind of the way that we've dominated. And last year was the same thing. That guy had been there for 4 years. Like he grew up in Ohio. He was an elite defensive end, but he loved the state of
You
Ohio
talking
too,
about
right?
Jack? You talking about Jack,
Yeah,
right?
Jack. Right. So like, you know what I'm saying? Like it was just one of them things where it's like, and we still had Sonny Styles and Caleb Downs when we had him too, right? But like he was so elite that, you know what I'm saying? So it's just one of them things where I'm like, bro, I don't think that I don't think it's different. I just don't know that we recruited well. Maybe not recruited well, but maybe those other guys weren't ready. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter. I think that I go back to saying like when you are Ohio State, that next man up is always just expected to be, you know what I'm saying, just as good as the one that came before him. And obviously that's not how life works. That's not how things happen at all times. But I think Arvell Reese is a great example of that. Me and you have talked about it a plethora, like a numerous amount of times. Like Arvell Reese is the perfect example of you have to be careful when you talk about guys that you're going to draft out of Ohio State because a lot of these guys don't actually play in anything but 1 year. Arvell Reese is the byproduct of that. Sat
He's
behind
a
some
junior,
guys.
right?
Yeah, sat behind,
And I
you've
feel like
never
he
heard his
was,
name
and I felt
before.
like he was, I feel like, and I also feel like he was misused. I feel like though Arvell Reese at the next level, I feel as though he could be an elite pass rusher. I don't like him being an outside coverage linebacker, kind of like the Micah Parsons when you look at him.
Yeah,
Like when he was at Penn State, he covered a lot. He was a jack linebacker, like
yeah.
a lot of 3-4, a lot of 3-4 formations where he was coverage pass rush sometimes. But I feel like Arvell would be an elite pass rusher just due to his speed power combination.
Yeah, I think it's just gonna get interesting. But you know, it is what it is. Moving on though, we had a couple of really good ones, but let's start with the two ass whippings that we had. Oregon versus Texas Tech. Oregon put belt to Texas Tech. I think I actually took Texas Tech.
Y'all
I
all
was
took
just
Texas Tech.
did we?
I took Oregon. Relax.
No,
Chill.
Yeah.
I
Chill.
took
I was
I
about to
Oregon.
definitely
say.
took Oregon.
Y'all
I was
went
about
with
to say.
them ducks. I gotta go look at them receipts. Y'all went with them.
Yeah,
That's why I
no,
got the yellow one. That's
yeah,
why I
no.
got
I think
the
I was
yellow one
the
today.
no.
The
I think
only
I was
game I
the
got wrong was the Georgia Ole Miss game.
yeah. I think I was the
Oh
only
yeah,
one that took Texas Tech.
that's the game because I remember Ty when you was with y'all was with Miami and I didn't like Miami and you was like, what happened? And I responded, I'm like, what happened with the Ole Miss game? Like we
Yeah.
both would.
Yeah, I took Texas Tech. I was just hating. I ain't gonna lie. Like, there's no real reason for me to take them. Their offense was terrible. We all knew that.
But I
Um,
didn't think they were
I
that bad.
told
Like I
Ryan
didn't
that
think the
I told
quarterback
Ryan
was
that
that
for
good.
weeks.
well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. I think Bayron Morton is a decent quarterback. I don't think that they had all the pieces around him that he probably needed. That tight end was decent. But like for you, this is the thing. Like I was just talking about, if you're one of those upper echelon programs, you gotta buy the trenches, right? Like, hey, Texas Tech, this is your first time around the way, so you just now you still learning, you know what I'm saying? But now they know you have to go and buy offense too. That Texas oil money is long, man. I know you still got some more
And
money,
I think they was the highest part of the portal. I think they spent the most amount of money out of any team in the country.
and I'm sure they
Texas Tech.
spend it on a bunch of bulls. You know what I'm saying?
The
I don't
trenches.
think that's what I'm saying.
Didn't I
That's
had
what I'm
to check.
saying. It goes it's twofold. Like you still gotta have you still if you're going to get a good quarterback in some trenches, you still got to go. And granted, they starting running back got hurt very early in the season.
They also went and got Hemby from Maryland. I also forgot about that.
Yeah. But your wide receivers got to be, you know what I'm saying. Your wide receivers got to be up to par. All of that good stuff. You got to go and buy offense. It's just not going to work if you don't. Um,
They got the
yeah,
highest rated quarterback at the portal.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Baylor Morton's a good quarterback, bro. But you got to go and get other things from to put around him. Um, That being said, I don't think I don't think it was just them. I think that Oregon defense is much better than people give Oregon's defense credit for. Um, which also gets me to my next point. My last point is that Oregon offense. I know how good Dante Moore is, and I know how good that Texas Tech defense was. But a lot of the stuff I seen from that Oregon offense was self inflicted. That had absolutely nothing to do with how good that Texas Tech defense was. Like if we was just out there, okay, like and they was just out there like, oh man, great scheme, throwing picks, stuff like that. Like, cool. No, they was out there, you couldn't get a snap right. You know what I'm saying? It's just the little stuff that was self-inflicted that had me concerned for Oregon, which is why I would never trust the Oregon team until they prove to me that I should trust an Oregon team. Most people forget Oregon has had many elite teams over the years, and for whatever reason, they always just sell. There's never any good rhyme or reason or logic behind it. They always just sell. I expect that Oregon will sell at some point in this college football playoff.
Well, they
Although I
play
know how good
Indiana,
that
so
offense
I
is.
mean,
That you see what I'm saying? What that might be a good rhyme or reason though. You're gonna play Indiana. You played Ohio State last year. I get it, but you B, I'm gonna start with you.
Man, like I had a few private conversations with Ryan. You know, I told him like
So
Oregon,
what
I
all
had
these
them
private
from.
conversations y'all got going on now?
You talk a lot of
It's
You
sports,
weird.
brother.
talk a
Hey, you
lot.
don't want to answer the phone, so I gotta text
You
my
don't, you,
man's B over here.
I
you
ain't
don't
answer
like
the
the
phone. When I don't answer the phone,
you don't like the
I
answer,
be in
and
the
you don't
group
respond
chat
in the
talking
group.
to my,
You
I be
don't
in,
respond in the
listen,
group chat.
B,
You say we
talking to
blowing up
my
the group
boy.
chat. You don't
that
respond.
ain't me, bro. That ain't me, bro. I be responding, bro. I be responding. That be P, bro. P don't respond. I be responding, bro. And Ty don't respond either. It just be us three.
And
It
That
Ty
just
don't
be
is
make
us
it.
worse.
three.
I ain't even
That
saying
don't make that Ty not responding. Don't change the fact that you don't respond either. That just adds him to the list with you. But no,
I'm guilty, bro. I can't even say nothing.
anyway though, yeah, Oregon's been my pick from the beginning. Like I've got a lot of hate, something I got a lot of hate for. I said Oregon had the best trenches in college football. O line and D line combination. They have the best trenches. It's just always an ongoing thing with Oregon. Like even when it isn't like super big names, like a lot of the other universities, like it's
Some
just something about the way they're coached.
Samoans,
Like them
man.
Samoans,
Samoans,
all of
bro.
them. I don't want to ruin his name, but he has a brother in the NFL right now, and he's the end for Oregon, and he's been going crazy all year. Like, but they got a lot of pieces, and I feel as though the defense has shown up and proved a lot of people wrong. Like people didn't expect Oregon defense to be a top tier defense. They just expected Dante and them to carry the offense, and it's been both. And to Dante, best quarterback in the country. Like that's the number one overall pick right there. Like when you're looking at a NFL quarterback, like long term, when you look at him and Mendoza and you look at what they produce and all the tools you look for in a quarterback, Dante is your guy. Now, the running back position, that's always lacked for Oregon. Anybody that keeps track of them, I would say the one product that they have that's actually turned out is Bucky. And outside of that, it's been mediocre, like mediocre guys like Jordan James, all those guys. Like it just never been like a thing that transferred over like the other positions like quarterback, receivers, and whatnot. But next season we should expect this same thing sort of. Our reason I say that is I believe they're gonna go get a quarterback out of the portal and Evan Stewart's coming back. But to that Indiana situation, I'm going with Oregon. I feel as though when you
Hold
watch
on,
that
hold on,
Oregon
hold on,
team,
hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Ryan, go ahead, bro.
So I get what you're saying about Oregon's offense and them having a lot of self-inflicted wounds, but
Oh, hey, I didn't say they was gonna lose. I just said that I believe at some point they will. I don't.
right,
I
I
mean, it's
don't.
still a high power offense, and Dante Moore is still the best quarterback in the league. I don't. There's no like doubt about that.
Okay, for basically, yeah. So what I was just going to say about that was that every like B said, everybody was expecting this offense to carry this team, and then they went out and shut out. a playoff team. Even though Texas Tech isn't the greatest offense, yeah, I get it. They still were a top 5 playoff team. It was 12, and they were what, 3 or 4.
I
So
think
it's
four.
like they're 4. So it's like you getting that win without giving up a single point. That speaks volume because now your defense feels great. Your defense feel like if I played on that defense, I feel like we got the best defense in the country now. So now I'm going in the next game with with a way better mindset, and I'm ready to like it's gonna get really bad on the defensive side. I feel like this defense will keep this performance going for a long time, and like y'all said, Dante Moore, he's the best quarterback in all of college right now. I don't see why they can't go all the way. Defense wins championships, and then you got the best guy leading you, and then best trenches. So it's like too many things in their favor, man.
So
Yeah, I think the takeaway for that game for me was how good Oregon defense was. Like I think we all knew their offense can score. Like we weren't really. I don't know if we expected the offense to. I don't want to use the word struggle because like they were moving the ball pretty well, but like you say, they had a lot of self-inflicted wounds, like missing snaps, hiking the ball when he not looking, like little plays that you like normally don't happen was happening. So like I'm not too concerned about their offense. I thought their defense was like, man, like this group is probably a lot better than people think. So I was surprised by that. I also thought that Texas Tech did a good job of trying to, or they defense at least, quote unquote, tried their best to keep it within striking distance for their offense. They just couldn't generate anything on that side of the ball. So like once I seen that, I was like, yeah, Oregon got this in the bag as long as they don't like turn the ball over and throw a pick six or something, but they didn't do that. So that's cool. So like you say, they are a pretty good football team, and that next week matchup is gonna be interesting. So or this week matchup.
yeah. Last one, or no, not last one. Last of the beatdowns. I called it Indiana, Bama. Where is P at, bro? This is getting me tight. Where is P at, bro?
He said he was eating, bro. Let the
Bro,
man
I'm
finish
not
his meal.
trying to hear that, bro. Know what time we pull up to work?
Nah,
I bet you he don't be 30 minutes late to that gym. Where you at? I
He
bet you
said
don't
he
be
was
30 minutes
running
late to
late,
that
bro.
gym, though. Nah, I'm playing.
Priority.
Yeah, priorities. Like, what's up with you? What's up with bro? 38-3 Indiana over Bama. Um, Told y'all I'm not the biggest DeBoer fan. Y'all was talking about all that. What did y'all call it? Y'all, I don't know. Y'all was saying some wild stuff. Y'all, this is about um premier programs or something. Y'all said it was.
That was P. You know, it was P.
Somebody, one of them agreed with him. I think it might have been Ryan. I think it might have been Ryan. I think it might
Yeah.
have been Ryan.
Yeah.
Yeah. I seen the look. Ryan gave it away. It was Ryan talking about, oh, yeah. This is about premier programs and this, that, and third. Boy, I ain't trying to hear none of that. Listen, Kalen DeBoer walked into a job at a premier program, and I get it. People keep telling me that those aren't his guys. I don't know why Saban guys aren't aggressive. All right. I don't know why Saban guys aren't physical then. I don't know. So clearly there's a DeBoer problem because Saban wouldn't have these guys looking like that. They wouldn't be soft. Saban
A
wouldn't have
Saban coach team would
recruited.
have been flip
You
score.
see what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like a Saban coach team wouldn't have just been out here just soft, just not, you know what I'm saying, not performing up to expectation. People want to talk about Todd Simpson getting hurt, but the game was over before that.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? All type of stuff like that. So
He put him in the hole, so it wasn't nothing.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't, and don't get me wrong, Todd Simpson wasn't. I mean, he for as much as he put them in the hole this game, he dug them out of a lot of different holes over the course of the year. To include that Oklahoma game where they was down 17 zap first quarter. A lot of America probably turned the game off, and next thing you know, Todd Simpson had them right back in it. You know what I'm saying? So shout out
I
to
think that's where he
them.
stand out. I think that's where Saban really stands out, though. When you actually think about it, like the one thing that Saban has always done that, not even just DeBoer, like all coached throughout the country. The thing that always made Saban stand out is he may have seemed like he had favorites, but it was just because people performed. When you didn't perform, Saban was going to the backup, no matter the
Yeah.
position. And other college coaches live and die by it. That's the first thing. And then DeBoer,
Look,
I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know why Keelan Russell was quarterback 3. I have no clue at all. But like the fact that he isn't quarterback 2 ahead of Mac is kind of insane to me. Like anybody that keeps track of high school football and the recruiting process knows who Keelan Russell is. And for him to be quarterback 3 at this Alabama program with Saban gone is kind of crazy to me.
speak of the devil.
Speaking of mother, yeah. Hey, get in here. What's all that talk about premier programs, dog? Talk to
That
me.
Bama talk. That's what we talking about, Bama.
Hold on.
Remove this man. All right.
This
Anyway,
guy,
Person that
he,
pisses me
he, he
off.
gonna try. He
I
gonna try to
think-
come back.
Go ahead, Ryan.
oh, I
Go
hear
ahead,
you.
Ryan.
I'm right. What's up, man?
What's all that talk about premier programs, dog?
Shoot.
What's all that talk? 'Cause I don't got
Y'all
it.
right,
You,
y'all,
I said
y'all right next to each
I'm
other
not
down
a,
bottom too.
I said I don't trust Kalen DeBoer. You said you ain't gotta trust Kalen DeBoer. You gotta trust the premier program and the players on the team. What's all that, bro? Where they at? What's going on, bro? Talk to me about Kalen DeBoer. Talk to me about Alabama, dog. You know
Here
what
come
I'm
the coach.
saying?
Here come the coach answer.
Yeah, bro. Things happen sometimes. You done? Go ahead. That's all you gonna say, bro. It's cool, bro.
They just lost.
I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm gonna keep it 100.
Sometimes you just lose. Sometimes you just lose.
No, I'm gonna
It
keep it
just
100.
happens sometimes. That's gonna be your keeping it 100, bro. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Nah, bro.
Trying to think
Keep
of
it
something.
100, bro. Ole Miss right now is trying to save the SEC.
What?
Where did that come from?
What?
saying,
You
like,
talking about
He was thinking
Bama,
about
Indiana?
Yeah, I know. I'm about to get to that. I'm about to get to that, though. I'm about to get to that.
He
But
trying to
listen, bro.
brainstorm.
Yeah, he over there trying to
listen.
figure out what he gonna actually say because I
I'm
took
just
his
saying,
response.
Ole
Go ahead.
Miss is trying to save the SEC. Bama let the SEC down big time. Like this
Right.
is bad.
Right.
Like this is honestly unacceptable.
No,
if
yeah.
if you lose the game, okay, but losing how they lost is unacceptable.
Did you really expect anything different though?
I did. I'm gonna keep it 100.
I didn't expect the near 40 ball. I ain't gonna lie.
I didn't expect
Yeah,
a
I
40
didn't
ball.
either.
If
Yeah,
Bama would have lost, 27-24 or
Yeah.
31-24, you know what I'm saying? Something competitive. All right, Indiana is a better team.
I had it by a touchdown. I didn't have a 40
They
ball.
averaged
40
300
ball, bro?
passing. They averaged 300 yards and a lot of touchdowns. They
They have
couldn't do
been
40,
no
40 is
good
nothing.
excessive, but a double digit win, bro. I
I
couldn't
didn't
tell
expect
you
a
that.
double
They
digit.
had-
I didn't
Nah,
expect a
dog.
double digit win when you watch how Bama's came back with Ty Simpson in a lot of games. I didn't expect a double digit
I'm
win.
just saying, bro.
It's more about how they was playing towards the end of the year. Outside of that Oklahoma game, bro, they were struggling mightily bad. So like when you play the best team in the country,
but
it's a little
Not
different.
passing.
that's what we saying though. Like, I'm gonna keep it 100. If you're not an Indiana fan, nobody really feel like they're the best team in the country, and it's not because they're not.
They
It's because
not.
people. And if you say that, I agree with you. I'm just saying it's not because they're not. It's because people don't watch Indiana football, so no one's just about to be like, man, Indiana. So like when you see Indiana Bama, it's like, all right, Indiana, y'all had a great season. Good job. Like this is about to be over. So to lose 38-3, that's nasty.
Tough.
I will say
That's
I don't.
nasty.
I will say I don't agree with that last part though, because like Cole said, like what you said earlier, Cole. Like when somebody show you already believe him. The board's been showed us who he was, and that's not to the standard of Alabama football for a while now. Like back to last season.
Man, it's
Like
only been
I
2
keep
he's
years.
telling y'all
continuous.
this, bro.
He's
only been 2 years.
continuously.
So
Right.
And the thing about Alabama football, you see, it's been continuous. This is about over 20 games. He's continuously losing games he got no business losing. The play calling and personnel just be terrible. It's like this is Alabama football. He can be an okay or a good coach,
I'm just
but to
saying,
that
like,
And he's
standard,
tough.
absolutely
And
so
he's
not.
should
tough.
they
To
move
end
on
it-
from
to-
him?
To
Should they
end of
move
it,
on?
no, they shouldn't. They shouldn't. They shouldn't.
They
They're
cotton
not.
candy out there.
Yeah, they're not enough. They're not. This is the problem. There's not enough good college football coaches in the college football landscape. One that you want to go and pay a buyout for, or two that you would trust to come in and get a job done. So right now, you just got to stay down. You just got to stay down until you come back up.
Always say that about coaching.
And the biggest problem is like
They can't
because
do
one
that, though.
you would have to pay Kalen DeBoer's buyout to get him up out of there.
But they got it.
They got it. But I'm saying, I mean, we know all of them got it. This is what I'm saying. No, this is a situation where is there another Lane Kiffin out there that you want bad enough to go and do what LSU did?
I think people don't realize. I think people don't realize that when you have a coach that you don't like, that don't just mean get rid of him. It's nobody better than the boy right now. It's nobody better.
Hold on, B. Who?
The boy that's still in the playoffs at Oregon, who they really wanted to begin with.
How about
He's
that?
not. I don't know if he's
yes. If
No.
Bama call, he's gone.
I know what talk. Yeah, I know what talk.
It ain't even, but it's not even about that.
Nah, this is why you're gonna take the best job. You're gonna take that best job.
Bama not about to pay him and pay out the board. They're not doing it.
Chill, why not?
You would. They would.
The money different down there.
The money walk different.
The money's the last thing that they worried about. That's gonna get figured out. Like there's billionaires that's donating.
But this is the problem. This is the problem that you run into, P. He ain't won nothing either. So then what?
I mean, yeah, he ain't won nothing at Oregon, but you can recruit differently at Oregon than you can at Bama, and that's.
No, I'm just saying. He ain't won nothing either. When I'm talking about this, I'm talking about what you gonna do.
I'm gonna put it like this: comparing him to DeBoer.
DeBoer walked to a national championship with Washington.
I'm just saying, at least Dan has actually won the Big Ten championship. Or won a Big Ten regular season. Like
DeBoer walked to a national championship with Washington.
Walked is all right, I'm gonna let you have that. I ain't gonna argue that. I'm gonna let you have that. I ain't going to even.
Definitely
just more about culture fit. He don't like when you at least now since Saban had that job for a long time. When you think about Alabama, bro, and you think about what Kalen DeBoer brings to Alabama, it don't mesh. Like the fit ain't great.
Y'all telling me? I'm the one that said it before the game.
No, that's what I'm agreeing with you. Like I don't think the fit's there. I think he's a good coach.
And I agree with you before the game.
Nah, man, watch out, bro.
I agree with you about Kellen DeBoer. That's why
you did it. No, you did it.
That's why I said he didn't matter. I said Kellen DeBoer doesn't matter.
You said you don't got to believe in Kellen DeBoer.
You don't, because I don't believe in him either. I said you got to believe in the pedigree of Alabama.
That's exactly why he matters, though. That's why he mattered, though, because Saban is the reason why the mentality like that.
B, what was my response? My response was the pedigree ain't been the pedigree since Saban left.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. I ain't even think, folks. I thought they was gonna be Zoom calling with Coach Saban all week. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't think
he can't save him. He's not in the building.
Too prideful, gang. No, the board too prideful, gang. That's the problem. Don't let your pride get in the way, man.
Saban employed anyway by ESPN or whatever, bro. Conflict of interest and all that shit going on.
They don't care nothing about none of that. What are you talking about?
They probably don't, but I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying. It's all in there.
Saban definitely talked to the team, so it ain't that he only can do but so much.
Does anybody have another coach that they would take that they would buy out the board and buy out that coach and pay the contract for outside of Dan Lennon?
For them, probably not.
You said what?
Lane would have been the next best, but they ain't want to pursue him. So
he's the guy. Dan's the guy.
And I don't like James Franklin. So that's.
I'm gonna say it, guys.
I mean, he's at Virginia Tech. Leave him where he at. I appreciate you.
What he's doing.
He not.
He can turn Tech back around. Hopefully.
Yeah, I love him.
James Franklin wouldn't even get approved for the SEC.
Yeah, no.
Because you got to get even after the school select you, you got to get approved.
But I think that's why Bama not going to be on a pedestal anymore, because when we realize, I think this is why we had to realize Saban going to be the GOAT. We're not going to find nobody to feel that or bring that same mentality to Alabama. So now they're going to be in the top tier category with all the other teams. They're not going to be on a pedestal above anybody anymore.
I don't think anybody's going to be on a pedestal though. Moving forward,
you can't. The way the money work, boy, you can't be above nobody no more. Not the way that the Sabans and the Ohio States and the Urban Meyers used to do. Like, you can't do that no more, bro. It's not possible. Um, Ole Miss, Georgia. Ole Miss wins 39-34. Um, what a game. Just elite bump, right? Just elite bump. Um, I'm a Ryan. Go ahead, bro.
Man, matter of fact, just don't even. I gotta handle something real quick. Go to B and then come back to me.
B, go ahead.
Man, you know what I got to say, man. I was the only one rocking with this set this week, man. Y'all ain't believe in us. Y'all ain't believe in us. I've been saying it all season. Trinidad Chambers is the real Heisman. The only thing that stopped it is he didn't get to play from the beginning of the season. That's the only reason why he wasn't in the conversation. That guy right there is a special quarterback right there, and he
Damn, my
showed it.
boy.
He showed it versus Georgia. That guy is special. Ryan can vouch. I've been I've been trying to speak this into existence for a while now. Before playoffs even came around, Lacey, all them guys showed up. Receivers came up big time. Defense, they bended a lot, but they ain't break when it mattered. Big stop, big stop. We all seen. We can all agree the refs they tried to cheat them into that game. It was like about 3-4 flags on that final drive right there that Georgia had the ball, but Ole Miss ain't complain. They bend it, but they didn't break. And Chambliss he came up big. That's what you get from a big time quarterback. So Ole
Are
Miss
you
they
ready?
got the win.
Bro, I was telling B. I've never watched Ole Miss ever. I will put a disclaimer out now. That was my first time ever watching Ole Miss this season. But I've seen Georgia play. So I'm like, I didn't think they really had a chance for real. But as soon as I turned the game on, I'm like, bro, this is an NFL quarterback on the field. I've never seen like usually when I'm watching college, I'm like, okay, I can see, oh, he might play Sundays, or he might be good on Sundays, but this guy looked like he's been in the NFL already. So I'm like, whoa. He's bro is like that. And then you got the defense still doing what they can do. I'm like, okay, maybe Ole Miss was slept on. And I will apologize to Ole Miss for that because them boys are hooping. And Trinidad is like that. So if they can beat Miami, which I don't think they can, but if they can beat Miami, Trinidad, I don't know if he goes out in the draft this year. Like I said, it's my first time watching, but if he's in the draft this
He just
year,
announced.
He's
I mean,
go
doing
cut you off.
ahead.
He just announced. He just announced about a few hours ago. He coming back next year to Ole Miss.
Okay,
They gave him
okay.
the waiver. I know they were in the
the
process of
waiver.
it.
They gave it to him.
So he's
Well
already going to be
then
like top of the Heisman
next year,
conversation.
he better be the number one pick. Who that he shouldn't slip no to no team. He
It's
should be
going to be
going
between him and Arch.
instantly.
It's going
I'm
to come down
taking
to
him
him and
over
Arch.
Arch. I'm taking him over Arch. I'm sorry. From what I seen, Trinidad, it looked like he clearing Arch to me. I'm sorry.
What I've been telling y'all for weeks. Go back to look. The only problem with Arch and them, and that's why I said Texas was a top 12 team and it wasn't close. But the way they started the season and when they lost to Ohio State and then that Florida loss, it set them back a lot. That Florida, they like the second half of the season. I know Cole, we all seen second half of the season. Arch was pretty much perfect. Like for like the last 8-9 games, and then the bowl game, we just seen him go out there. Michigan not no walkover defense. They're consistently a top defense. Like we just we want to see
It's
the
a
development.
Archman hate pod, ain't it, Kobe?
Come on, bro. He
Yeah,
still
y'all
hasn't
been
gotten
like
the
that. I
memo,
don't
bro.
even.
He still hasn't got the memo, bro. You
I've
see
been
me
got the
looking
memo.
around like when he gonna
Hey,
stop this, bro? Like,
listen, I've been got the memo. I just don't care because I'm gonna let it be known that Arch is that guy.
Yo.
you done?
No, I really think Trinidad is like that. I really think he's better than Arch.
Todd, go ahead, bro.
Yeah, like you say, I gotta issue out an apology to Ole Miss too. I thought it was gonna be competitive. Didn't think they'll get the victory without the coach, but they done proved me wrong, bro. They're playing real good football. I ain't got no complaints. I actually think, far as like quarterback play for Miami, he's probably gonna give them the hardest time because I think he's a better passer than like Marcel was. And I think his legs, the thing with his legs, he's not always looking to like run. He's looking to extend and make plays down the field. That's the league trait. So like I'm interested to see how we try, or at least how they plan to contain him, knowing like we're trying to get after him, but like you lose containment, there's gonna be some rushing lanes, some other things going on. So I'm interested to see kind of what our defensive line looks like versus Ole Miss. But that's a good football team over there. And and like you say, bro, I think you texting the group chat like they would have built Lane a statue. I
Try to
whatever
tell y'all that
LSU
Lane
offering
wasn't a
out there,
factor.
boy, it gotta be the top notch. Cause like you say, bro, he probably wouldn't have had to buy anything ever again had he stayed, bro. They would have been the cream of the crop in the SEC moving forward. So it's gonna be interesting though. But I like Ole Miss, bro. Much respect to them, and like I say, apologies because I was like, y'all ain't with it without Lane, but they still a great football team.
Let me say this, bro. You can't say Lane wasn't a factor. If anything, Lane is the factor. You don't build a team that well and leave your baby behind and be like, nah, he just not a factor. If anything, he was the factor. He built that.
Yeah, for
No,
sure.
no, I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to B.
He was the builder,
Anyway,
but like the play
you were,
calling, you see
but
how
you were
that
right.
was.
You were right in regards to this game in particular. Him not being there was not a factor in the way that we all thought it would be. And shout out to them for that. Shout out to them for that for sure. Um, Trinidad Chambliss, that's just it's just a great game. It's just a great game. That's what it is. It's 30 for 46, 362 yards, 2 tugs, 14 carries for 14 rushing yards, which also, by the way, goes down as like the third least rushing yards he's had all season, right? Like I think one game he had 10 yards and another game he had like 13 yards. This would be the third lowest rushing total he's had all season, which means he really got the job done with
I
his
need
arm.
college to change that. I need college to
I
change
was,
that rule
bro.
ASAP. I
I
need
was
them to
just about
stop.
to
I
Yeah.
need them to
mention,
stop
bro. That's
making
probably
sacks. I
my
need them
biggest.
to stop making sacks count as rushing yards. It's
But
ridiculous.
but
That's
but
my biggest thing.
the other part is he didn't even get sacked this game, so it didn't even factor into it. He had what they considered 4 rushes for 14 yards. He didn't take a sack this game, which is the other part that was so elite about this whole thing. For all of the grace that we give to Trinidad Chambliss in this game, or not grace, but for all of the props that we give him in this game. um let's understand what he went out there and did. He went out there and carved up arguably the best defensive coach left we have in college football, and Kirby Smart. There's not a coach on the defensive side of the ball that I trust more in college football right now than Kirby Smart. So for Trinidad Chambliss to go out there, carve them up, and not take a single sack and do it with his arm, 362 yards. I mean, that's just that's just that's just great ball. That's great ball.
And can I ask y'all
Um,
a question?
hold on. My last point was going to be Gunnar Stockton played a much better game than people are giving him credit for. This is one of them games when you go down and you lose 34-39, the other quarterback played a great game too. Like we talking about Trinidad Chambliss a lot because he won, but Gunnar Stockton played a great game, and people not talking about it because people already wasn't like the biggest fans of Gunnar Stockton, but he played a very good game too. I'm cool with it. But go ahead.
No, I did have a question, but I was saying first, the fumble six was a big play
Yeah,
for Georgia's defense. But
yeah.
thing I wanted to ask you was, so with what we seen from that game, right, with Georgia's defense and all, is it safe to say because we all watched that game, Kirby Smart, like I've never, well, probably since Saban when it was them versus Bama a lot. I haven't seen Kirby Smart that frustrated on the sideline in a long time, as far as like taking his head from taking his headset off to screaming at the players. I never seen him like that before.
Yeah.
But with us seeing Kirby Smart defense get carved up like that, the in the playoff time, the most trustworthy coach. Is it safe to say that we expecting Trinidad, if he's doing it to Kirby Smart, to be comfortable versus any team that they're going to see for like the rest of the playoffs?
I think it's interesting because And I think Ty talked about it. It's my real talking point for Trinidad Chambers against Miami too. Um, y'all know me. There are two things I don't trust in college football: cornerbacks and defensive ends. Y'all know I don't trust cornerbacks. The other one I don't trust defensive ends. Um, they're neither of them have very good discipline in college football. Cornerbacks always getting called with eyes in the backfield. Um, we were talking about it. We were talking about it at the end of the Georgia Ole Miss game, right? Like they always get called with eyes in the backfield. They always get caught lacking in must have situations. Defensive ends, um, they don't contain well at all in college football. Now, two things could happen. Um, this is the game where Trinidad Chambers needs to step up in the pocket, not out of the pocket. Two elite edge rushers coming off the edge for Miami. That's where it's gonna get interesting, right? If he steps up in the pocket, he'll be completely okay. If he doesn't, he tries to get outside and all that creating he was doing against Georgia. I don't know if the same outcome will happen. Um, I think for all that we talk about Ruben Bain's size, he's also very athletic. He's very athletic. Both of them are actually. So I think it'll be interesting, but I, I don't know. They're gonna be trying to get after him, like Todd said, and so they should work on contain this week. They should work on contain because if you let
I think
Trinidad
the game
James
gonna
out
fall in
the
the
pocket, he's
second.
gonna throw that joint.
I think the game gonna fall in the secondary, just like you said. As far as if he steps up in the pocket, the biggest thing would be as far as their eyes in the backfield. Chambliss extends plays arguably better than anybody. So if they get their eyes caught in the backfield a lot, we see, like you said, Ty, he uses that to extend plays to keep his eyes downfield. He don't just tuck and run. So if they're undisciplined, then might be some blown coverages with some over top passes.
Yeah, we're gonna see though. I think it's an interesting matchup because, like I said, I think we all can agree he dynamic as a quarterback, and when you play a really good defense, you don't want to get your like you're saying, like you don't want to get find yourself trying to like create, and now we escaping backwards when you got these real good pass rushers coming at you. So I think it's the point of emphasis for both teams, honestly. For us, it's like make sure we're containing, like don't lose your pass or your rushing lanes. Don't no I'm saying don't over engage. And for them, it's like don't run backwards for so much. Like we rather you step up and take off forward than trying to take off backwards and do whatever. Because I think getting behind the sticks playing against us is not a good idea, especially if they want to be successful. So it's gonna be interesting. Like I think they have to lean on that run game too with Lacey, and they can have some success, but I'm not really expecting a high scoring game. Like I think the game's gonna fall in between how the first two games for us been. It's gonna be tight games because we're not Beck, or at least at the moment, they don't have Beck trying to like make plays, get the ball down the field. Everything kind of, what I'm saying, medium, short. We're leaning on Mark Fletcher in the backfield, so we're not gonna score a lot of points, which means we're going to have to make sure they don't score a lot of points. So I don't think it's going to be 24-21, 24-17, somewhere in there, but we're going to see what happens.
P, what do you think about the Ole Miss Georgia game?
I mean, it was a little bit more high scoring than I thought it was going to be, but I mean, Ole Miss, they plan to prove something. Like they playing with a chip to prove that they can still get the job done even with everything that's going on. So like I think that's more so what's carrying them. And I don't think they're gonna have too much trouble with Miami. To be honest, like Miami is very good defensively, but I think Ole Miss got a different chip right now to where I ain't saying it's gonna be high scoring, but I just don't think they're gonna struggle. Or it's gonna be like, oh, we're looking like, oh, Ole Miss rattled, or oh, we knew they couldn't do it without Lane. I think Ole Miss wins and makes it to the championship, and then we just see what happened there.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess we're starting with picks. Thanks, P.
My fault.
No, you good. It was the last game anyway. We gotta do picks regardless. Um, Starting with you, B. I believe you're in the bottom right corner right now. Ryan, come back, bro, so we can do these picks. Anyways, B. Oregon, Indiana. Who you got?
Oregon.
Gotta restart. All right. P. Oregon, Indiana. Who you got?
I got Oregon.
Ryan, Oregon, Indiana.
Give me Oregon.
B.
Oregon.
Ty.
Indiana.
Give me Indiana again. Um. P. Ole Miss, Miami. Or no, go back to Utah. Ole Miss, Miami.
Miami. It's all about the U, baby.
B.
Me Ole Miss.
Ryan.
I'm gonna have to go with the U, man. Like Miami.
P.
Hottie toddy, man. Give me Ole Miss, man.
Trying to keep it consensus. Who did I take yesterday? I think I took Ole Miss. No, I didn't. I took Miami.
I'm
I
gonna
took
say,
Miami.
don't lie now. Don't lie now.
No. I was trying to
Outside.
think. No, I was trying to think about it for real. Too much going on, bro. I took Ole Miss yesterday, so give me. No, I took Miami yesterday, so give me Miami. Bet. Cool. Now let's get to this NFL, bro. Quickly. We not doing the whole slate because the whole slate won't good. Let's go. Schedule. Here we go. All right. We started off with Seattle at San Francisco. Does anybody know? First of all, does anybody know what the actual injury was for Brock Purdy? Is he good?
Yeah, he's all right. I was just talking to my man. He's a Niners fan. He was saying he cool. There's nothing like super crazy.
All right, bet for sure. I didn't see what the actual injury was, but as long as he good. Listen, there's not too many things that piss me off when players do or say. Your boy in Cincinnati got me tight over the weekend. I'm not gonna lie to you. He's a wild man. And I rock with bro. But why would you come out there trying to be tight, talking about we was playing for our lives, man? We was trying to go hurry up after Myles Garrett gets the sack record. Let the man celebrate. Both of y'all teams was trash. Nobody was going to the playoffs. This joint didn't mean nothing. You wasn't putting nothing on tape. Like this won't that. This wasn't that. Tom, I'll start with you. What did you think about Jamar Chase being upset that the game basically stopped, that the refs decided to stop the game in honor of basically of Myles Garrett getting a sack record? Obviously, he came out a lot in that, press conference.
They acting like it's the first time it happened. When Drew Brees broke one of them passing records when we was playing them, they stopped the game for like 20 minutes. Like it's nothing new. When people make real accomplishments, bro, in the NFL, they're stopping the game. And I get it, bro. I guess. Pace, everything going on, you in a rhythm, you want to keep playing. That's cool. But like you say, bro, week 18 now, and neither one of y'all going anywhere. Go ahead, bro. Sit on the bench. Kick your feet up real quick. Let them congratulations, Myles Garrett, and then get back on the field. I don't really see the issue with them celebrating Myles because, like, when's the next time you're going to see somebody break the sack record? Who knows? It's a big accomplishment, especially for pass rushers. So it is what it is. The Bengals need to be worried about actually winning football games next year and making the playoffs because for another year, you got this super-powered offense, and it didn't get y'all nowhere. The defense still bad. You ain't fired a coach, which is really surprising to me. So they're going to be complaining around this time again next year about something different.
It's not surprising that they haven't fired Zach Taylor. Zach Taylor's an offensive guy. The offense is not the problem. Joe Burrow got to stay on the field and
That's
you
true.
really just need to go and get defense. Like you can't. It's not Zach Taylor's fault that the defense isn't good. That's not his lane. That's not his lane. That's not his
He good
fault.
for something. He the head coach. You got to be
Yeah.
good for something, bro. It ain't his lane, but you still responsible for hiring the DC and all that kind of stuff, bro. That's his move. So like, if this not good, bro, at the end of the day, some of that still falls back on you. I ain't saying he should take all the blame, but like some of that is definitely on him. Cause like it ain't been good at no point since he's been the head coach or Burrow's been there has that defense been good. So like I
When you
can't.
going when you go and get a girl, if you know she can't cook and you still decide to marry her, is it her fault that she can't cook or is it yours?
I don't really like that analogy right here.
I'm just
I really
saying.
don't like that analogy right here.
When you
I
hired
feel you
Zach
though.
Taylor, when
I
you
feel
hired
you.
Zach Taylor, you knew he was an offensive coach. He wasn't cooking. That it's not on him to start cooking. When you hired Zach Taylor and you had Joe Burrow
Who
and
is
Joe
it
Burrow
on
walked
to
in
make
there, and
sure?
I'm saying, and Joe Burrow walked in your office and he said, "Hey, I want Jamar and I want T," and Zach Taylor signed off on that. He said, "Yeah, I'm an offensive guy. Give me Jamar and T." When all of those things happen and you marry them all together, you put them all in the pot and you cook them all up. And y'all decided that y'all defense was going to be trash and you had to go out there and score 45 points a game. It's not Zach Taylor's fault.
Somebody got to get the blame. It's always
It
gonna
ain't
fall back
Zach.
on the head
It ain't
coach.
Zach. It ain't Zach. B, go ahead.
And Jamar got every right to feel like that. I'm gonna tell you why. You look at all these records that's been set, and it's just unfortunate that the NFL just has this biased effect with everything. The only people that get the game stopped for them are quarterbacks. You go back and look at every record. Calvin Johnson, the game didn't stop. Michael Strahan, even same record. The game didn't stop. The only people who got the game stopped for him was Drew Brees, Peyton Manning when they broke the passing yard single season record. So that's just the NFL also having an issue with
Did you just come
simply
over here and
having bias.
boldface lie? P, did he just
Where's
come
the
over here and boldface lie?
where's the lie?
Michael Strahan Michael Strahan definitely had the game stopped, gang. He definitely had the game
I
stopped.
don't. Show me that. I don't.
I'm almost certain Michael Strahan had the game stopped. I'm almost certain Michael Strahan on live national TV on Sunday said he had the game stopped. I'm almost certain. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm almost certain.
Gotta do some. I gotta do some research on that, man. See what and see.
Wait. So you didn't do the research before? You just came up here and just decided to say that they stopped the game, that they didn't
No,
stop
I
the game?
know. I did research. I
Nah,
did
bro. Watch
research
out,
on
bro.
the
Watch
other
out,
ones.
bro. Watch out. Watch out, bro.
That's what I'm saying. If I'm
Nah,
telling
bro.
you that,
You're
if I'm
cooked, bro.
telling you that
Come
they
on,
did,
bro.
if I'm telling you when I looked at it, they didn't stop the game, I got to look at some deeper research because if they clearly did, but when I read, they didn't stop the game.
Ryan, yo, balls in your court.
Man, I don't know what B talking about, bro. This man Jamar, that was the most like sassiest, sissiest, pathetic move I've ever seen from an NFL player, bro. You that salty, y'all suck anyways. So why do you care? But you that
They was out
salty.
there fighting for their life, bro. That's what he said.
What life fighting for Cancun? Who gonna get the Cancun with the better draft pick? That's all they fighting for. So it's like he was just being salty in the moment, and it's like, okay, I get it. You know, you going against a guy, you don't want to see him celebrating while you out there playing. But if you didn't want him celebrating, don't let him get the sack. Simple as that. He went and got the sack, and you know, some people may say, you know, Joe Burrow took a dive. You could say that, but if Joe Burrow took the dive, why is Chase sitting here whining? Clearly, Joe Burrow ain't have no issue. Joe Burrow was cool with it. They talk every time. I heard every time they get a sack, Joe Burrow say hi Miles, and he say hi Joe right back. They be cool with it. So Jamar, he's shown multiple times that he just got like this. I don't know. He got this energy about him to where it's like it's just soft, and I don't like it. Like I don't like his mentality, bro. I really don't. He a great receiver, but he just got like I don't know if you want to call it a diva because I wouldn't say, you know, you got diva receivers, but it's like he's too catty for a man that's playing NFL ball, bro. Like, what are we doing?
Yo, we're border pushing tonight, dog. We're border pushing tonight. P, go ahead, bro.
Oh. There's a lot that's happened since we started this topic.
It's a
So
lot going on.
for the first part, I'm gonna say Jamar Chase is tripping. The second part I'm gonna say to that is Jamar Chase been tripping all season because they've been losing, and he been playing with a quarterback that ain't Joe Burrow, and you know how he get when that's the case. Everything is dramatic. Ryan, you just said he a great receiver. That's a whole nother conversation.
Come on,
We're not
bro.
doing
Come
that, B.
on,
We're
bro.
not doing that,
But
B.
P.
Turn his
P.
cam. Turn
Come
turn
on,
turn his
bro.
camera off. Turn his
let me
camera off.
finish. Let me finish what I'm saying though.
Turn his
These
camera off.
no, I know
Oh
you're
my
not talking about
god.
turning the camera off to you to get up here and say
Turn your
that
camera off, bro. Turn your camera
NFL
off, bro.
doesn't for
You
you to
just
get up here and
negated the
say
whole thing, bro.
for you to get up here and say that the NFL doesn't stop the game and you did no research to see if they actually have stopped the game or anything else, and history is crazy. And then to say I gotta go do more research, they most definitely stopped it clearly
You
for
should have
Miles.
just stood on it, bro. You should
They
have just stood
stopped
on it.
it. They stopped it for LaDainian Tomlinson when he got 31 touchdowns in the season. They always stop it for quarterbacks. They stopped it for AP. Like they always stop when something crazy happens, give recognition, and then they get back to play. So why Jamar Chase was tripping? Because they suck. And he's frustrated in Cincinnati. And he probably really don't even want to be there. Like we just seen Jamar Chase lie about spitting on somebody when we clearly saw him spit on, bro. So like, why are we sitting here talking about he not? Yo, he is tripping. He been tripping all season, and it's because they suck. Like, come on, bro. Like that's
You
just
got it. You got me right there. I can't defend him on that.
Did
like, come
you? Did you? Are you just like? Are you just trying to be different, or you really feel like this is like he got every right to be tripping? Like,
Nah, bro. Like I said, like when I was watching the game, and it's like I understand like the quick like where everybody like the quick acknowledgement and whatnot, bro. But
so
like
when you have your
when
moment in
if
life,
it's
we
to
just
the
gonna make sure to just move
if it's
past
to
it.
the
That's what we
Just say,
gonna
all
do.
right, let's get into it.
if it's to the point where it's though, bro, we gotta go like as the offense, bro, we gotta be on the sideline and everything. All right, come on, bro. The acknowledgement is this enough, bro. Where though y'all can do y'all thing as the defense as a collective when y'all all celebrating right there for like the minute or so, and we just gotta stand right there and wait for the rest to allow us to play again. But bro, when you got offensive players, bro, that start being on the sideline, that having to be on the sideline because how long it is, bro, that's just crazy to me, bro. Like, come
Hey,
what,
fool, I ain't gonna lie. When you have your moment, bro, we just gonna move past it and act
bro?
like it ain't happened, bro. We just don't call us for your
You
moment in
act
life,
like
bro.
they
We
was
not coming
playing
to it,
like
bro.
you act like they was.
hey,
I'm
and
just
that's
saying,
probably
you act
why I
like they
think
was.
like that. That's probably why I think like that. You can ask Ryan. I'm not going to expect the acknowledgement. That's just how I
I'm
think.
saying you
Like, I'm
act like
not.
they put some
The
important
NFL
people on
give
the
the
sideline.
acknowledgement though.
They didn't move nobody to the sideline but some losers. They ain't like you act like they put somebody important to the sideline. You act
What?
like they moved Tom Brady off the field or something. Like, no,
That's
they moved
that's
people that's
crazy, and that's crazy. That's the whole point
What's
of what I'm.
crazy?
That's crazy.
what's
That's crazy.
crazy. That's
A
facts.
If
record,
they was winning,
a record is
and he really
a
had
record is a
something to
record, bro. Rather the
what?
team you going against, that you get the record against bad or good, bro. You're supposed to carry it the same way. Just because they're bad, bro. Like you just set a record, and it's a team that's trying to play a football game, bro. It's like that's just crazy.
It's week
Bro,
18. It's not like this the middle of the
are
season.
we
It's an
watching two teams
unimportant
that have
game.
no chance of playing football
The
tomorrow?
only reason anybody was watching that game was for that specific moment. Soon as that joint
Literally.
happened,
Yeah,
False,
or
nobody like
false, false.
like I'm just saying, I'm just saying, I'm just saying, I'm
I
just
was
saying.
watching for that
We
reason
was
because
watching
I'll be
for
one
this.
fan.
I
Miles
know, I
Garrett, we
know, I
glad you
know.
Yeah,
got it, but
But
I
let's
I'm
can
keep it
be
just
real.
saying,
real.
I'm just
I was
saying,
watching for that.
I'm just saying. The outside of this right here and a couple other people that really still care what Shador Sanders got going on. Y'all know people stop watching after the first 3 weeks, bro. Y'all, come on.
Yeah, be
False,
real,
Come on.
bro.
We not
false,
come on, be
false.
real, bro. You just
But
be
the
up here
whole
cap,
world been
bro.
what?
I'm
Ever
dying
since
on that. I'm
12
dying
been
on that hill.
starting, we've been watching the Browns for this. And
I'm not saying
we've been
bro. I'm
cheering for
saying
Miles
if you
Garrett.
telling me
Back to back.
you still think if you telling me you think the same people that was watching Shador Sanders when he played against the Raiders that first week that he started is the exact same amount of people that's watching right now in week 18.
Yes,
That
check the viewership. Check the viewership. Yes.
bro, no,
Check
B, I'm
the
not
viewership.
talking about
I'm
just
I don't
you. I'm
think
I'm
it
saying in
is, bro.
general. I'm saying in
No,
general.
check the viewership. Yes.
You about to lie again. We already know you be lying about viewership up here,
How you
doggy.
find the
Check it.
viewership?
Check
Why
it.
don't you
Check the
check the viewership? We
viewership.
didn't know you be lying
Check
about
the
viewership up
viewership.
here, bro. No,
Check the
because
viewership.
you genuinely get up here and lie about viewership, gang.
Check
We
the
know this
viewership.
about you. We noticed about you. You
What
did
facts
this on
you got?
Thanksgiving, bro.
What facts you got?
What you mean? You did
No,
this on Thanksgiving, bro.
that Thanksgiving one
I
was
said on
OC.
Thanksgiving,
Nah.
I think it's gonna be more viewership.
No, you did not say
for
I
that
think. You
game.
said that. No, you ain't say I think.
I said I
No.
believe it's gonna be more viewership for that night game than it's gonna be for the Cowboys.
You said it
All in all.
always. You said the night game
You said
always
it
is the most
always gets
numbers
more
game.
viewership than the Cowboys game. We know you be lying about viewership, so I'm not.
I ain't gonna lie. Ain't really too much to watch with the Cowboys, man.
Hey, ain't too, well. We about to get to your team too because it ain't too much to watch there either. Matter of fact, nothing to watch because y'all not playing no more. Just like us, y'all Cancun with us. Yeah. So let's get to it, man. Game 272, man. To end the season.
Swap me and P real quick. You know, y'all gotta have a losers bracket at the top. You know, me and Ryan, we in the playoffs. So
I thought you was genuinely trying to let bro go first. You know what I'm saying? I thought you was trying to do something for real. We still gonna let P go first anyway. Game 272, man. Game of the week, really. I'm glad they made it an 8 p.m. game. This is when they make week 18 games and they make games last week of the season. This is genuinely what they be expecting out of their games. Like this is what they be looking for. And 9 times out of 10 it don't happen because the way that the schedule makers believe that the season is gonna go, it just never goes that way. Nonetheless, game 72, Pittsburgh beats Baltimore 26-24. Tyler Loop sold his rookie. Moment got too big. Lights was too bright. I believe personally that if your boy from Pittsburgh would have made the kick and Tyler Loop could have tied the game, I believe he would have made it. I think when you gave him a chance to win the game, bro, Moment got too big. Light was too bright, bro. Go ahead, OP. What you got? Here you go with this coach boost, bro. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead, bro. So I can take you off the screen. Go ahead.
What I got is what it is.
we know it was coming. He already did it in the group chat. We knew it was coming.
Come on, P. I need the real answer.
That's the coat right there.
This is what I don't understand with y'all. I've been saying this all season about the Ravens. My point on the Ravens.
No,
that's the
You're lying. No,
Todd.
He's lying.
Todd,
no,
the season started.
All season. No,
started,
bro, that's not what you've been saying, bro. You know what you do.
No, bro, Pete. The Ravens do every year. We started winning.
You said that y'all gonna be there at the end.
Ravens do every year.
You was ready to bet a whole check against the Patriots.
I'm always ready to bet a whole check on my team. That's my team.
No, so you can't say you've been saying this all season, bro. You said y'all trash at the beginning, then y'all run off that 10 wins straight, and everybody be back riding on y'all, and you be and
we
cool.
do what?
Y'all not there, so you were wrong. You can't say I've been saying this all season.
How was I said we lose, then we go on a run, which we did, and then we're riding, and then we lose. And we blow.
Bro, no, you didn't add that last part, bro. You're lying. You didn't add that last part,
you
bro.
You said y'all was gonna be in the playoffs, bro. Simple as
you
that.
did say that.
I did say we was gonna be on the playoffs, and
so you're wrong. You can't say this is what you've been saying all year.
4K.
I said
How can you say I'm wrong and this is what I've been saying all year?
Team was gonna be in the playoffs. Did we not?
I can't lie. I mean, I thought we'd be wild card something.
Everybody up here said they
believe
their team would be in the playoffs. So what are we talking about?
Well, no, but nobody up here said that this is what we've been saying about our team all year, and we was dead wrong, though. You just came up here, and the very first thing you said was, this is what I've been saying all year. This is not what you've been saying was going to happen all year.
What did I say was going to happen, Cole?
Bro, we just went over it. We just broke it down. What are you talking about?
So I can hear you clearly. Go ahead. What did I say?
Anyways, bro. Ryan, go ahead, bro. He about to
get what I say.
Anyway, bro.
What I say?
Come on, bro. We just all went over it as a collective group. Everybody got their phones out to show you that your ass was up here lying.
What did I lie about? I said we was gonna lose, then we was gonna win. then we was gonna go on a run, and then we was gonna blow it, or we gonna see what
No,
happened.
it was y'all.
That's
was
literally
gonna
what I said.
The whole
make the playoffs. That's what
the
it
whole
was.
thing we just said that you said you
It
just
was
said
about
I
me
was
saying that we was
wrong.
gonna go to
You
the playoffs,
said
and we
you
didn't.
said everything
said I
you
was
said
wrong.
except for that last part, bro. You ain't
What, I
say
said we
nothing
was gonna
I
go
about
to
was
the
blowing
playoffs?
it. You ain't saying
yeah.
nothing about blowing it. You
All right.
said
I
you
said we
left
go
it
to the
there.
playoffs. We
So
ain't
this
go to
ain't
the
what you
playoffs.
been saying all year that y'all was gonna get to the last game of the season and lose, bro. Like, what are we talking about? You ain't never said, yeah, bro, we're not gonna
I
make the
never
playoffs.
said
You ain't
no. I
never
didn't
said.
say we was gonna get to the last game of the season and lose.
So
That's
then,
not
what
what I
have you
said.
been
Said that
saying
was gonna
all
get to the
I
year? Is what
said
we
that
trying to
we
get you
was
to
gonna go on a
understand.
run, and then the Ravens were gonna be the Ravens. It just happened in the last game of the season and not the playoffs. That's
But the
We
literally
gonna
what I
Ravens,
fact check
the
said.
you, P.
Ravens
I
being the
expected
Ravens
it to
don't play
happen
in
in the
December.
wild card or in a divisional, but it happened the last game of the season.
Am
So
I
if I'm
tripping?
wrong
Is it
about the
me?
time and place that it
Is it
happened,
me?
my fault.
No.
Is it me?
We gonna fact check
I
you,
just,
P.
I'm
That's
Fact
all.
check
saying
it.
he
Play the
said
No, no,
clip.
no. That
Go
is
to
what
the
he.
real. You can
That
go.
part
I
is
go to the
that
real
part.
myself.
No, he just added extra parts. He know what he did, bro.
I go
He
to the
know what
real
he did.
myself. I go to the
He
real myself right now.
he know what he did. He added extra parts. It
Which
ain't the
one was
first
that?
part
What was
that
that?
he was wrong about. He know what he been saying. He say it
No,
every
you know,
year. I've been doing the same
he
thing
ain't
with
with
him for 3
So if
years.
I say it every year and it's been the same thing, how I'm wrong now?
But because you never said because
Come on, bro.
you
What you
can't
talking
watch
about,
the
bro?
game, bro. You can't watch the game that y'all lost in week
No, that ain't
18
it.
and say that this is what I've been saying was gonna happen all year. Bro, y'all ain't folded in week 18. Y'all ain't not made the
never.
playoffs, bro.
I
Come on,
just
what are we
said,
talking
Y'all have a
about?
did I
perfect
pick the
December
game
every
that it was
year.
going to happen? No, I
Bro,
thought it would be
come
in the
on,
wild card
bro.
of the divisional, but it happened in week 18.
So then that's not what you've been
Now,
saying.
bro, week 18 now in the NFL is basically a playoff game, bro.
oh my God.
For who? What? Bro, come on, bro.
Is he serious?
I
Nah,
didn't
bro, I
think he was
think
Are
going
he's
to
you
I
talking
didn't
serious?
in circles, bro.
Are
I
you
didn't think he was
serious,
going to get to
dog?
I didn't think he was going to get to
Back
that
to the
point.
Ravens. Back to the Ravens, bro. Back to the Ravens.
P.
Back to the Ravens, bro.
Did you just really come up here and say week 18 is basically a
The
playoff game,
reason
bro?
why I'm saying that, how many teams
P, no. I don't care how many teams, nothing. P. Did you
all
make
right,
the
bro.
playoffs or did you not, bro? Come on, bro. You're a
I'm
coach.
not
When
what
you
I'm
get up here,
saying is what I'm
and you be saying this stuff, bro, you don't understand how you be sounding as a coach. You gonna tell me that the last game of the season is basically the playoffs as a coach? And we didn't have offline conversation about stuff that coaches actually say that really irks your soul. So, and for you as a coach to say the last game of the season is actually just like a playoff game is crazy. Come on, did
This is
you
what
make
I'm
the
about
playoffs
to
or
say.
not?
This is what I'm about to say to you. How many coaches in their pressers, how many teams yesterday were playing for something regarding to the playoffs? How
Genuinely
many
not a lot.
teams?
I'm not gonna lie. Like
It's a
Four
lot.
teams. It was
But
14.
it wasn't a
those
lot.
teams
What you
were playing
mean?
to get into
The
the
It was
playoffs.
14.
Buccaneers, the Panthers. There
That
was a
wasn't
game that was being
yesterday. That wasn't
there was
yesterday.
a game that was being played for the playoffs that had nothing. Neither one of them teams was going to get in.
That's why I said 4 teams. It had nothing to do with the Bucks, and then that was on Saturday.
Yeah.
But it was a part of the week. What are you talking about? It's a part of the week. That's part of week 18.
Even still, that's
The
only 3
49ers,
games.
the Seahawks. Like there were so many teams
So
playing for stuff yesterday.
They already in the playoffs.
Genuinely,
They
but I was about to say
playing games.
genuinely, a
Does
lot
that
of them were
not
actually
matter,
already in the
bro?
playoffs.
It was for seeding.
And this is
All
where,
of them
and this
were.
is
Does
where,
that
and
not
this is
matter?
where, and you want me to, and you want me to dispel your point. I'm gonna dispel your point by talking about the Eagles who decided to sit all of their starters. When you're talking about playing for stuff, and you're talking about all of these things, was this, that, and important.
It's a
They
playoff
was
game,
playing for the
man.
number 2 seed and decided I'm gonna sit everybody. So no, you can't say that.
They say forget that seed. We in
Yeah,
the playoffs
because they
already.
probably feel like there's a more favorable matchup for them.
But you can't. You said it's a playoff game in week 18. You never benching your players in a playoff game, regardless.
Got you.
No, that's not
Got
got me.
cooked.
That's not got me.
Cooked.
If you feel like you have a more favorable matchup versus somebody else,
No.
so instead of saying that to the public, you choose to sit your whole team so you can play somebody instead of playing
No.
somebody else. It's called strategic.
That therefore makes it not a playoff
not
game.
a playoff game. That's
Oh,
literally
that
not
there,
a playoff
bro.
game.
Y'all not okay. Y'all got it.
If I'm saying
Y'all thinking
play this
surface
team,
level. Y'all not even
this game don't
understanding
mean
what I'm
nothing to
saying,
me.
bro.
Who are we talking about? I ain't gonna. I was not locked
If
in.
I'm-
Anyways, back to the Ravens, bro.
Listen,
Don't worry.
Back
Hey,
to the Ravens.
if
Anyways,
I'm
He
back to
just
the Ravens.
saying bullshit, bull job, bro. Just saying.
I'm
He
tired.
had said that. He had
I'm
said
not
week
saying
18 is
nothing
basically the playoffs.
I'm
Like,
not
what are we
I said
talking
week
about?
18 is a playoff game. It's
How would
not
I
a playoff
bench my?
game.
I mean,
I'm
if I'm
tripping.
benching my players, does that not show that I don't care about who I'm playing? This game means it has no importance to me. The only
that's facts.
importance is who I'm playing next week.
No, that's facts.
So
Week
then,
18 is basically the playoffs.
No, that's facts. Anyways, back to the Ravens though.
It was
I mean,
Ryan.
overall in the game, did Tyler Luke miss the field goal? Yeah, but we could have won that game at so many other points in the game. Like we start off strong, we go cold, we don't score again to the second half. Like the we're just that game was just so choppy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Then we get the lead and we can't get a defensive stop. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like we could have sealed that game so many times. Now, granted, we did get to the end where he had a chance to win us the game, but he a rookie, bro. Like he could have made it. It would have all been great, but he missed it. And he could go the rest of his career and become one of the greatest kickers ever. You never know. But like as of right now, he gotta live with that. Some adversity for him. But I mean, the Ravens are the Ravens, bro. Like that's been us all year. We've been up, we've been down. We done had leads, we done blew them, we done put them away sometime. And now we fired John Harbaugh. Probably gonna fire the rest of OCDC, and we'll see what happens for him.
I hope y'all fire y'all DC. That man gonna get a great job after that. I hope y'all fire him. Ryan.
That game was literally the same game we've seen for the last 10 years, man. We can say the same. We can say the Steelers had multiple chances they could have won. The Ravens had multiple chances they could have won. At the end of the day, the rivalry is split down the middle for a reason. Both teams got each other's numbered, and it came down to both teams needing to make a field goal to win the game. It's you can't. I don't know how to word it to where I don't like. You can't fault either team for how the game went. Yeah, Tyler Luke missing the kick is terrible. But if we being real, if you watch the game, both teams played their heart out. Both teams was playing amazing. The Ravens played really good for how the game went. The Ravens played really well. That was two playoff teams playing.
I beg to differ.
And I will give you your props, P, for that game. That was a playoff game right there. It was two playoff teams going against each other. And sadly, Tyler Luke sold it for all of Baltimore. And now John Harbaugh finally is gone. I'm happy about that, but I'm not going to toot my horn a little bit too much on that. But I don't know how the Ravens are gonna bounce back from this. It's kind of hard with nothing to look forward to. You really got nothing. If you're gonna keep dealing with the Steelers at the end of the season, you're gonna have to deal with this every other season. Every other year, the Steelers gonna win one, then y'all gonna win one. So that's that.
B.
Man, Boswell, first missed extra point in 3 years, man. 3 years. And it was about to ruin my GOAT's going out party. Tyler Luke, like P said, he's a rookie at the end of the day.
Go that what?
Game shouldn't have came down to your rookie kicker winning you the game. And it also goes hand in hand with the defense. Like Steelers, they called arguably the worst play call I've ever seen before half, and they got no points out of it. Like, so we can't really sit here and point the finger at both because both played, like Ryan said, both played a great game, played their hearts out. But at the end of the day, it was miscues from both teams. The Steelers had blown coverages all night, so it was like just gotta take it for what it was, just a good football game. Better team won that night.
Yeah. What I'm gonna say about this game is the Ravens to feel like they lost that game. I don't think at no point did I feel like the Steelers is the better team on that football field. I'm gonna be honest. At no point without watching that game did I feel like the Steelers were the best team on that field. I believe that the Ravens and it always come back to them. I think they started playing conservative before their offensive outburst. They were playing not to lose instead of playing to win, and I think that came back to bite them. And in it all, like the Steelers, we know they're well coached. They're gonna play hard. That's the identity of Mike Tomlin led teams. That didn't surprise me. I thought the Ravens had opportunities to handle business, and they just didn't do that. And I honestly think after Lamar evaded the sack and then threw that touchdown pass to Zay Flowers, that's when they needed the defense to step up. And the same problems they had all year came back to bite them. They can't get stops. We watched them come out the first 3 weeks and give up 30 each week.
My fault.
No, but so at the end of the day, bro, the Ravens, you know what I'm saying, you live and die by it. The Ravens start the year with a bad defense. They lost the game partially because the defense is bad and partially because their kicker didn't do his job. And I'm not going to say the game shouldn't fall down to the kicker because at the end of the day, bro, you getting paid to make field goals. That's literally your job. Do I agree with them getting the field goal range and then them not trying to get closer to make it easier? I definitely disagree with that. I disagree with that every single time with any coach. But in theory, you got into field goal range, respectable field goal range, and what we're paying you for is literally your job. And he missed. And like I knew he was gonna miss. Like Kobe said, the moment was too big. I knew when they got there and they thought everything was cool that he was gonna miss. But in all, I think it's beneficial for both parties to move on, Harbaugh and the Ravens. The only thing I'll say about the Ravens in this particular coaching cycle, I just don't know who you can hire that's going to make you better than what you were with Harbaugh in this particular coaching cycle.
I do.
So that's my opinions, but
I do.
Is that Flores guy out there? Or
No.
is he still?
Oh, we're not hiring, bro. No.
Is he out there? I didn't ask if he was hiring. I asked if he was out there.
who, Brian Flores?
Yes, is Brian
Yes,
Flores
he's out
available?
there, bro.
He out there.
Yes.
Okay.
And he'll take a head coaching job quick, bro.
I dare y'all go get Brian Flores.
Bro, we gonna lose again. Like, where we going to get him?
Y'all gonna lose again regardless, my dude. Like
Literally what I've been
besides the
saying from the
point.
beginning about people wanting the Harbaugh head so bad, they're not gonna go get a coach better than him. And then I want to see who they're gonna have to point the finger at that time.
So you just supposed to be okay with losing because you don't think you
Who
can
you gonna
find
go? But no.
When you don't have
That's
a
not
better
what you're
option.
saying. But what
Yeah,
you're saying is
you can't
who you
say
going to
there's
get?
no better option. You think there's no better option, but you don't know what the next guy what he can bring into the scheme. He can bring some scheme that might be cool. I'm not saying there's somebody better, but
Who?
you losing with John Harbaugh. So what matters?
Who?
When we ask y'all who, y'all say I don't know.
I just said I don't know who's going to. I just said Clint Kubiak could come over.
Bro, I'm begging y'all, bro.
That's something.
Y'all gotta come. Y'all gotta start coming with some names, bro. Come with some names, bro. Come with
Clint
some names.
Kubiak, Brian Flores, who else?
None of
Pete
them.
Carroll, maybe. Like, I'm not saying these guys are going to get hired. Listen to what I'm saying. I'm saying these guys are on there. They have a chance of getting the job. They're out there.
And this is back to what I was saying.
You got Brian,
No.
Brian
It's good,
Wade.
bro. It's
You
good.
have to sit there and you got to interview these guys, right? If you're making, because for one, like I said again, I will keep saying,
It's okay, bro. You can laugh, bro.
if you have
Ty over there holding the laugh.
I'm listening, Rob. I'm listening to Rob, bro. Relax.
Bro, thank you. The only one trying to listen, bro. I'm sitting here, literally.
Bro,
keep saying,
y'all can go hire Pete Carroll, bro.
We
That's what Ryan just said, bro. Ryan just said
gosh,
Pete
bro.
Carroll.
Never mind, bro. Y'all got it. You got it.
Carroll, bro.
I'm trolling, bro. I'm trolling. My bad. Go ahead, bro. My bad. Go ahead, bro.
These coaches are better. I never said anybody out there is better than John Harbaugh. My point is that if you're losing with John Harbaugh, every fan in Baltimore feels like you're wasting Lamar Jackson's talent right now because you feel like there's nobody better. We're just supposed to sit back and chill.
Yes.
I feel like there is.
Oh, that's why your
like
team don't ever win nothing.
people.
Shut up, bro. Like, yo, a winning franchise is not going to sit around and continue to lose for a decade and say, okay, we're cool with it because we don't think nobody's better. No, you're going to make a move. Simple as that.
Okay, so my question to you after that.
We're focused on winning
Ryan, bro, you
championships.
talking to
They
somebody
win
who
the
team ain't
Patriots.
winning forever. Bro.
Okay.
As Bill
So
Belichick started selling, we got him up out of there. That's what you do. You don't care. It don't matter how great he is. If he's not winning right now, it don't matter.
Ryan.
okay, my question, because y'all been wanting this man, y'all been wanting this man head more than anybody. Y'all been wanting this man head more than anybody. So my question to you is, when y'all go get this guy because y'all was tired of losing, and y'all go get this guy and he performs worse, if not the same result, I want to know who the finger's going to be pointed at this time because Harbaugh was
Okay,
like,
you say
it was
that, but why do
unbearable.
we always have to have
Hold
this
on. So
negative
what if the if
connotation?
is on the winning
Yo,
side?
hold on, bro, because we always got this negative
Then
connotation.
Harbaugh, in fact,
It
was the
has to be
problem
worse. Why does it have to be
if it
worse?
goes to the winning side.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what if this if is on the winning side?
Well,
Harbaugh
P,
was
I'm
the
trying to figure
problem.
out who you
like,
want,
what
bro.
are
Who
we
you
talking
want, bro?
about? Why are we
I want one
forcing
of the.
that
I
there's
want one of.
nobody who can come in and win with the team that they have? They have, from what you said and what a lot of other people said, the Ravens got the best roster in the league. They got the best roster on paper. So it shouldn't take that much to go sit there and win.
Philadelphia
At least
definitely left
not
the
even
league.
win
They playing in the
the
XFL
playoffs,
now.
bro. I'm talking about
Philadelphia
the
playing in
playoffs.
I
Canadian
ain't gonna
Football
lie.
League.
I ain't gonna lie. They.
All right, bro.
You
All right,
was
whatever.
a Ravens fan, P. Who you want? Give me a
I want
name.
one of. I want one of the Kubiak brothers. I want Clay and Clay.
When I said Clint, they laughed at me, bro.
No, you just
I'm still
added
laughing.
Pete Carroll in there, and I laughed. Like that
That
Nah,
was
was
I
the
just.
want.
third final name I said. I said Clint. You said Clint.
I didn't say that. I said Pete. I said Pete.
I ain't gonna lie.
I didn't say nothing about Clint. Once
I
I
want.
let you go until
Kept
you
saying
said Pete.
who? And I said, I don't know, maybe Clint Kubiak from Seattle.
Yeah, your
I
connection
want.
must be delayed or something. I definitely just said Pete. We was trolling Pete. That was all, bro. Like,
I want Clint. To be honest.
I think we gotta rewatch this because that was the only reason I
I
was
want.
getting animated was because every coach I said people was laughing at.
So
I
who'd you say,
wasn't
Ryan?
saying, huh?
Who'd you say?
I said Clint. Mind you, when I said these names, I never said that they are better than Harbaugh. I was just naming people that I knew were in
No
the
facts.
available position. I was saying Clint, Pete Carroll, who did I say? Brian Flores.
Flores.
And that was the three I named before they
I ain't gonna
started
lie.
dying laughing.
The last two is negative, but Clint is a good
But my
one.
point was not that they could come take over the job. My point was that if you're interviewing, you're going to sit there and listen to the scheme, the program, whatever.
No, I'm not listening. I'm not listening to none of neither one of them talking about.
You know
Okay,
what you
you
want.
don't have
You
to
know
listen
what
to
you
one
want.
of them or none of them, but you're
I
going to
think
listen
you
to
should at
somebody,
least
aren't
listen
you?
to Flores.
For what?
You know what you know what
That
you want, and you know
defense.
what Flo. You know
For
what you want. You
what?
know what Flores produced. There's no point.
Every time.
That
Like,
defense. It's the only reason why you should be listening to what he got to offer, especially in Baltimore. Y'all problem, even with Lamar and all the injuries, bro, I don't think y'all problem was on the offense side of the ball. It was always defense from week 1 to week 18. So if you can get a coordinator in there that can improve your defense, like Flores could possibly do, I
a
think there's
coordinator. We're not
something.
talking about a coordinator. We're talking about the head coach.
He
I don't need Brian
gonna
Flores
call
as my head
plays.
coach.
He gonna
Brian
call
Flores as
plays.
my head coach is not doing nothing for us, bro.
How you know?
Right. How do you know?
I don't know, but how you know? He
That's
can't do
not.
no worse than what we've been seeing.
Like y'all
It
making
can be.
these
It can
strong
be a
it
whole
can be
statements.
way
lot
worse.
It can be
It
way
can be
worse.
way worse.
It ain't getting no worse, bro.
This is the problem with football talk, bro. Like this is the problem with football talk. Y'all forget, like, and this is where I have to side with P when he say stuff like he said last week about Brock Purdy. This is what y'all forget, bro. Making the playoffs is still a feat in and of itself. I don't
For
give a
sure.
damn. Sell. I don't care what happens once you get to the playoffs. Making the playoffs in and of itself is a feat. So to say that it can't get no worse, it can get a whole hell of a lot worse.
Well, they didn't make the playoff this year, so I mean, in theory,
That's and they ain't make the play. That's the first time.
we
That's the first
see-
time. Tell me the last time. Tell me the last time you felt like you truly felt like the Ravens wasn't contenders. They wasn't
No,
the second best team in the AFC. Tell me the last time you
that's a
really
fair
felt like.
point.
Can I say something? The reason why you haven't seen that for so long is because the guy who plays quarterback, the one time he don't play, look what happens. They miss the playoffs. It's in Lamar's hands. Lamar saved John Harbaugh. John Harbaugh is supposed to be fired.
Whoa. So we gonna act like hold on.
He's been like that forever.
No. This is what.
Do I have to go pull people off the
Hold
street?
on. Because I'm about to pull up.
Like,
I'm about to pull up. Hold on.
People that's been saying Harbaugh's supposed to be fired.
I'm about to pull
Bro,
up.
look, my last point, Ryan. You just because you live in Baltimore, you can go and pull somebody off the street of Baltimore who don't like John Harbaugh.
I've been saying it.
I don't care what the streets of Baltimore is saying, my dude.
It's not even about that.
Fans just like P.
It's not even about that.
Though. So I'm supposed to take
John
the word of P
Harbaugh
over every other fan in Baltimore that's talking about the Ravens.
Because I'm not. Anyways, we're not even getting to that. But listen,
like what, bro?
I'm not the John Harbaugh thing. I'm not mad at if people wanted John Harbaugh. I felt indifferent. If we fired him, great. If we let him retire so he didn't have to say he got fired, great. If we kept him, cool. When we talked about this the first time, I said as of right now, I don't feel like nobody should be able should take that job because who are you really going to go get better when we talked about it before? But now the season has played out and we've seen some people show out. But I said then and I'm gonna say it now. If we keep him, great. If not, so be it. But the problem that I have with people talking about Lamar has been carrying, that bothers me. Because do we not remember that the Ravens literally for 2 years back to back had two of the most historical defensive seasons ever in NFL history?
They did.
So
definitely
what
did.
is Lamar carrying? Because that
But
seems
if
like
you
a whole hell of a lot of help to me.
Can I
If
say
people
something?
ain't
Can I say
scoring,
something? Can I say something? Can I speak? Can I reply to
let
that?
me hear what you guys say. Go ahead, let me hear what you guys say.
I hope you know that just because you got the number one defense or top 5 or top 10, don't mean you gonna go all the way. We've
Nobody
seen it
said go all
plenty
the
of.
way. We're not talking about going all the way. We're talking
My
about
team went
Lamar
4-13
carrying.
last year, and we was a top 10 defense. So what are
Your
we
quarterback
talking
didn't. Your
about?
quarterback didn't carry you. You said
Your
Lamar
quarterback,
carried.
no,
My
it ain't even
Brian, my
carry.
point was that the
Your
quarterback is carrying because defense can only do but so much. We literally
no,
went
your
four
quarterback
and
last year didn't do your
thirteen with
job.
a top 10 defense. No matter what you
Facts.
try to say, we just had a top defense and had the worst record in the league or one of. So you can't sit here
But
and act like
we've
us all
literally
had
seen
two
defensive
seasons with a
carries
top
teams to
defense that we're
championships.
gonna ignore what Lamar did. Hear what I'm saying, P. You're not even listening. You cutting me off. I'm trying to tell you. With the
Nobody's
2
ignoring what
years,
he did. That's what I'm
the
agreeing
best,
with you with. I'm
huh?
agreeing with you on that point. I'm not ignoring what Lamar did. I'm saying Lamar didn't carry. I'm saying Lamar did his job.
But his job is to carry. He's been
That's
having that
false.
job since he got drafted to the team. When he came in and went 6-0 as a rookie and then lost that playoff game, everybody had the expectation that he's going to carry that into the second year. And then in the second year, he went and won MVP. And
With
then
what?
after that, the expectation
He
was
went and won
higher.
MVP with what? With what?
His skill, I'm so lost. What are you arguing?
He went and won MVP with the number one defense in the NFL. That's what he went and won MVP with.
So his legs, him running around, was his defense putting up
How did
blocks for
he
him?
keep getting the ball back?
Bro,
If the
bro,
if the other team,
your
hold on,
point
hold on,
is
hold on, hold on, hold
very,
on, hold on,
your
hold
point
on,
is
hold on,
very
hold on.
invalid because I can literally just use my team. We had the same team, the same quarterback, and it's two completely different seasons. Our defense is low key, not even as good as it was last year. We got better in the run defense, but our pass defense got worse. But our offense got 10 times better. And look what happened. We have
But
a
you know what y'all
MVP
problem was
QB,
last
and
year?
last season we went 4-13.
But you know what y'all problem was last year?
Our
Y'all
offense,
quarterback, y'all quarterback wasn't doing his job.
you're lying. You're a certified lie. I will pull up right now. Brian can show you. I have been sending stats since all rookie year. He was a top 10 QB in EPA, top 10 in CPOE. All these numbers that
Advanced
show
metrics.
exactly how a quarterback plays play to play and shows how great they are on the field, regardless of who's playing, regardless of the situation. It shows, like, for example, if Drake May throw the ball 20 yards downfield, you know you get more EPA points than if he did a 5-yard pass, stuff like that. Or situational football. Drake May was already a top quarterback at that. Our surrounding pieces, because you didn't watch our team, so you can shake your head all you want. But I know this for a fact, and I can show you, I can send the facts, that we were one of, if not the worst receiving core out there. We led the league in drops. We
You want to talk
couldn't.
about receiving core? Anyways, keep
Drake
going.
May, you're trying to say Drake May didn't do his job. If you watch the games, you would see that Drake May was running around in circles, doing more than he had to. Would throw it and remember the pass in the Super Bowl. Mahomes threw it straight to Kelsey's face and then smacked his helmet. That happened multiple times in the season. That's why I hate when people try to act like they know what happened our rookie season and talk about Drake May wasn't doing his job. Drake May wasn't this. Drake May was still the same quarterback. The
All right, so let
players
me ask you this. Let me ask
around
you
him got
this.
better.
Let me ask you this.
Bob Douglas was our best receiver last year.
All
He
right,
I just
was
look.
had one
doing
question. I just had one
breakdown
question
Hold
this
on,
about the
year.
hold on,
Ravens.
hold on, Cole. Hold on, B. Hold on, B. Let me ask you this. How many touchdowns Drake made though for last year? You ain't
Was
got
that
to think about
16?
it. You ain't got to think about it. 15. How many picks he throw?
13.
10.
I thought it was 16-13, but my fault.
He was 15-10.
Okay.
And y'all was what last year?
4-13.
4-13.
You about to blame
And
the picks? Because I
hold on,
got
hold on,
something
hold
for
on.
that.
Hold on. And your quarterback had see, dang. See, they knew
His
he was
computer
capping.
died.
Good.
Computer died.
I just had one question about the Ravens. I wanted to say about I don't know how P will feel about it, but it's I've been trying to say to him for a while, few years now.
Your world, bro. Your world.
Just like that. So we watched yesterday, right? This is where the goalpost moves for Lamar, and I have always had a problem with it when they say carry, like only when it benefits him. If I'm correct, I believe yesterday the Ravens defense held the Steelers to 3 points in the first half, right? Right? P? Held them to 3 points, right?
No, it was
And it was
no,
three. Y'all gotta stop at the end of the game, at the end of the half when that
10-3 at
toss.
half. It was 10-3. I thought they had scored right before the half.
Stopped them right on the toss play.
Oh, that is
Last play of the half.
Yeah, 10-3, yeah.
Held them to 3 points for the half. Second half comes. Steelers get the ball. Cool. They score. Do whatever they do. Along with the defense having this terrific first half, and like we know, Cole, P, all of us, like it's hard to stop a team for 4 quarters straight. So held them to 3 points the first half. Giving you space for a comfortable lead. Steelers come out second half, put up some points. Ravens go out there, I believe, what did they not score? What first 2-3 drives? The interception, the interception at the line, a punt, and I think that's after that they scored the touchdowns. Point is, when we say Lamar does all this carrying, and the defense gives him like the chance for a comfortable lead, and then the defense like slowly deteriorates in the second half when the offense finally decides that they're going to come outside and put up points and play football after the defense just played their ass off in the first half to give them a lead. Now they want to put up points when the defense is struggling. And when they lose those games, they point the finger at the defense and say Lamar made up for when he wasn't performing in the first half when the defense was doing their job. So we did our job in the first half to give y'all a lead. Now that you're deciding to do your job in the second half and we lose the game, we get the finger for it. That doesn't that's never been fair to the Ravens defense. Number one defense 2 times, P. I think they was first Triple Crown winners in over 25 years a few seasons ago. That Patrick Mahomes game when they continuously was getting stops and the Ravens wasn't putting up any points. And he always like, if we put up some points, we win that game. We've seen numerous times where the Ravens defense has went out there and got stops, and the offense don't respond until the defense decides to not get stops. They start putting up points when the defense start to fade. That's why the defense is giving you a comfortable lead to begin with. When we watch Mahomes, when we watch Josh Allen, even when they played them, when you get a comfortable lead against an elite quarterback, it's pretty much near impossible to lose it if they're not turning the ball over. Punts is one thing, but if you don't get turnovers of the football, the game doesn't shift. So that's always been my concern with that.
Just look at our Kansas City game this year. Our defense was our defense had them boys on a leash. And we come out 3-0, 3-0, 3-0, throw the pick,
Yep.
turnover. Now they start scoring, so then we start going on this run. But the defense been on the field the whole game. Like if you look at the game yesterday, Pittsburgh had, I want to say it was 35 minutes time of possession in the game.
Because them 2 bombs in the second half, they was managing the clock the whole second half.
Like even the drive before the half, that was a long drive. Like Pittsburgh.
And you know what changed it? You know what changed it? Derrick Henry had 10 carries in the first quarter, right? Finished the game with 19. Him not getting the ball wasn't the problem. The defense. This is where offensive coordinator also plays a part. It's not just Lamar. This is where the offensive coordinator. This is where the offensive coordinator plays a part.
You know what the stats is when you touch the rock 20
Okay,
times.
cool. Listen. He got 19 carries. This is where the offensive coordinator plays a part also. He got 10 carries first quarter, finished with 9. Derrick Henry touched the ball every first down of every single drive against the Steelers. Every drive. He touched the ball every single drive. About only 2 drives he didn't touch on the second down. They got stuffed. They changed the game plan, and the Ravens proceeded to continue to do that. And then when they put the ball in the air, outside of those blown coverages, like I said, Zay Flowers, every touchdown was a blown coverage. Like, do we not all watch the same game here? Walker, that was a misread blown coverage. Zay Flowers, both of those was a blown coverage. One of Zay Flowers was just Lamar making a play. The other one was a blown coverage. Lamar just made a play on one of those, and I give Lamar his respect on that. Like, that was all Lamar. That bomb to Zay Flowers when he broke that sack. But we just got to stop with the Ravens. Like, I understand people want to see Lamar win, but we got to stop this, like, where they always have this elite defense and they play their ass off for an entire half, giving you breathing room. And then when the offense on the other side decides to adjust, that's when the offense was the one of the best quarterbacks in the league finally decide to put up points. It's too late. I've been saying this for a while, P. You can't blame the defense when they just lock
I
down the
don't
entire
disagree.
half
I don't disagree with
and then
what you're
y'all say
saying.
it's too late. And then they be like, well, he made up for it. That shouldn't be a thing. Like,
I don't
that's
disagree. I
my
don't.
problem.
Yeah, I don't disagree with what you're saying. I think it's both sides of the ball. Like our defense show up early in games. They set the tone for our offense to put the game away early, so we can cruise to wins and run the ball late. And I mean, even with Derrick Henry having 20 carries for 126 yards in the game, like it all happened in a period of time, and it was like I don't care. Derrick Henry should have had 30 carries yesterday.
It wouldn't have
I would.
worked.
I
Like you
it ain't
saw,
a the thing. The
like
thing.
I
Hold
told
on.
you, every
Hold
drive
on.
he
Hold on.
touched
Hold
it.
on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. The thing is, it's not about it working. It's the tone we're setting for the game. So to say it would have worked or it wouldn't have, we can't answer that. But what it would have done is set the tone, letting Pittsburgh know, because that's the problem. That's the problem that I feel that's the only point I disagree with you on when it comes to Derrick Henry. Just because a defense or a team they stuff you a couple of times. The problem with the Ravens is they see that happen and then they just completely wash that from the playbook. No,
I'm gonna tell you why they did that though. They did that because you have to adjust accordingly on the offense. When they everybody on that team saw the second half that the Ravens could not stop that Steelers offense. So if we're gonna go out there and we know we're not gonna stop them, they're gonna get 7. We can't just put the ball on the ground and keep knowing that they're gonna stop us and punt the ball. We know our defense is about to start giving up points. We gotta
we
score.
did stop them in the second half. We had
What,
two
one time?
possessions. We had two possessions where we stopped them where we could have put the game away. And our offense goes out and we refuse. I just don't understand how clear it can be. Derrick Henry, 25 plus carries, the Ravens win football games.
I just don't
It
like the narrative of that. Like he touched. I don't know how much more you can carry the ball when you touch it on first and second down, but you only get 2 yards on first and second down. Now we're in third and long where we have to throw the ball. I just don't know what more carries a person's going to get
but what
because that's exactly how the drives went. He touched it on first and second down, getting 2 yards, third and 8, third and longs. Gotta throw the ball. That's how 3 drives went in the second half. Y'all had like a total of 5 drives in the second half.
but I'm not just talking about the second half. I'm talking about in the first half. We came out the first play of the game 60. 60.
Well, second
We
quarter,
only
like you said, y'all barely had the ball in the second quarter, so it
and
was.
that's the problem.
You got to flip that.
Prop
His point is you
the
got to flip that.
you gotta flip that.
That has to be the Ravens. You can't
Right.
if you are the Ravens and you got a backfield that consists of Lamar Jackson and
You have a
Derrick Henry.
Heisman backfield, bro.
Yeah, if you got
Run
a
the ball.
backfield that consists of Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry, you can't be the one saying barely touch the rock. It's be we was talking about it during the game, right? Like the reason Gainwell and Warren are so good is not because they're elite runners of the football. Their passing game consists of dinks and dunks and swing routes out the backfield. That is their running. That is their running game, right? You gotta if play a game on the line, season on the line. I get it. Lamar was banged up. You didn't know how healthy he was. Lamar season on the line. You gotta put the ball in his hands. You gotta put the ball in Derrick Henry's hands too, right? Um,
if you say to me that Derrick Henry touched the ball 10 times in the first half and only 9 in the second half, that is still a problem. That's not that he touched the ball, and you was the main one that said it. You said they seen Derrick Henry too early. Derrick Henry is a second half running back. Derrick Henry touching the ball less times in the second half than he did in the first half is still a problem. Now the offense came alive. Lamar Jackson's arm came alive. They got the ball to Zay Flowers a lot, but that is not
But that's
their
another
game.
problem.
I gotta ask
If
you that
Zay
though about
Flowers,
Derrick Henry.
and I know this is going to kill what I said about him being top 10. But for the point of the team of the Ravens winning football games, when Zay Flowers is our leading receiver and not just making like spark plays. 'Cause I think when he makes spark plays, that's what puts him in the conversation we were talking about last time. But when he's our leading like guy, yo, we
Those are
don't win
complete. Those are
games.
those are those are complete opposites. Like the spark guy is normally the guy not top 10, like, and the guy that
Yeah,
does
but
put
I'm saying
everything is.
but that's what makes Zay Flowers what he is. Like he's a great spark guy.
And
Like
that's okay. You're 100% right, and that's
that's
We're not
okay.
okay.
having it. We're
I'm
not having this
saying
argument. We're not having this
no, no,
argument.
no,
One
no.
mic.
That's
This
for
is
One
not,
another
mic.
this is
day.
not an argument. I'm agreeing with B. Like that is okay. My problem is when Zay Flowers is we look up and Zay Flowers got 7 receptions for 130. No, we're not winning that football game. We win football games when Derek got 25 plus carries, Mark Andrews got 5 for 86, likely got 5 for 60, and Rashard Bateman got 2 touchdowns. And Zay Flowers got crazy plays. That's when
So
we
I
win
don't know how
football
you
games.
would feel
I
about.
mean,
I don't know how
let me
you feel
ask
about
you this
that,
though,
P.
P. Do you think it's a problem that y'all have to get Derrick Henry the ball 25 times to be successful? Because I think that's a bigger issue. And
No,
I'm not,
no, it's
Absolutely,
not.
this is
absolutely.
what I'm saying to it though. I'm not saying if you're telling me you're choosing to give him the ball 25 times, for sure, he's Derrick Henry. I don't disagree. But if we're dependent on him reaching a certain amount of carries to be successful, bro, I think that's a problem in itself. And we need to
Absolutely.
reevaluate the offense. And your point to being Zay Flowers when he have big games, y'all don't win. I think that's a testament to the rest of your receiving core. We was talking about this earlier. I'm not a fan of Bateman. DeAndre Hopkins is at his old age. Like y'all don't have a true X. And I think that's y'all biggest downfall. Like Derrick Henry's great. He's gonna be great. I do agree that in big games, y'all tend to get away from Derrick Henry. And like it's situational football. When you start losing, everybody mindset's like, oh, throw the football. We need to hurry up and score. Whatever. But I think moving forward, y'all need to add more. Like the tight ends is fine. I don't know what y'all can do with Likely. He might want a bigger role and more money. I don't know about
That's why
that.
I
But like
said that.
receiving part, I
That's
think
why they
y'all
don't
need
need the
to truly
receivers.
invest in that area.
There's no.
But
Here, this
that's
goes
why
back to the original thing that you were saying. You asked, is it an issue that Derrick Henry needs the ball 25 times? Here's the problem. No, it's not. A couple things go into that. First of all, like I just said, Derrick Henry is a second half running back. What that means is you don't want to tackle. If you have to go out there and tackle Derrick Henry 25 times, I promise you, you are going to have serious issues for the week ahead, right? You don't want that. The other problem is when the Ravens play these games, they play the Aaron Rodgers of the world. They play the Josh Allens of the world. They play the Patrick Henrys of the. I said Patrick Henry. They play the Patrick Mahomes of the world, right? Beating them, it would be cool to have. It would be cool to have Lamar go out there and go band for band for them, like put it on the flow, like hey, band for band. I think Lamar Jackson can be any of them, right? That would be cool. But the reason you go and get a Derrick Henry is because in the fourth quarter, you want to hand him the ball. In the way that P just said, they didn't touch the ball in the second quarter. You want that to be the case for everybody else that you play against. And Derrick Henry is the one guy left in the league that can carry the ball 25 times a game and still be okay at the end of the season. He's the one
When
guy
you
in the
have a
league
quarter,
left that can actually do that. Now, then you let Lamar Jackson go and cook for a few plays here and there, and then you know what I'm saying. But Derrick Henry carrying the ball 25 times a game is the safest option for that team. And it negates the fact that they don't have that X receiver that you're talking about. The reason they go and get Derrick Henry instead of the X receiver is because you create the most lethal backfield the league may have ever seen. Truly.
And that's the problem. That's the problem. I don't pay you $55 million a year for my offense to be safe. I shouldn't have to rely on my quarterback, my running back to that degree for you to have to play safe.
Relying on my running back. It's about the way that you
The Eagles play
win.
the same exact way.
Wait,
You
hold
need
on.
Saquon Barkley
And
to
they
carry the ball
win.
20 times. You
No,
need him
no,
to
this
do
is
that.
what I'm
It's
saying,
not
bro.
wanting. You need it.
No, that we're not dependent on Derek. Let me answer because I want to answer Todd's question when he asked me. We're not dependent on him carrying it 25 times. You have him to carry it 25 times because you understand that if Derrick Henry carries the ball 25 times, that defense is going to deteriorate. Everybody's pumped and hyped. Oh, I'm smacking Derrick in the first quarter and the second quarter. Everybody, oh, I can tackle him. But when it really start getting cold, when you can't go back in that locker room after halftime, you can't go back till this game is over. At that point, you realize, man, they about to keep giving him the ball. Okay, we stuffed them last drive. They gotta go play action. No, you gotta tackle him again. But the problem to that the Ravens went, I don't know why Todd Monken did this. When was the last time we seen the Baltimore Ravens run a read op?
They ran two of them on Sunday.
That's the problem. You said they
And
ran
what did
two.
I say? I said
You said they
game
ran
on the line.
two.
I said season on the line, game on the line, and you got that elite of a backfield. You just said they paying Lamar Jackson $55 million. Game on the line, season on the line. You can't run two read options in the backfield.
You said they ran two.
Oh, can I ask y'all a question about Derrick Henry? It's a question I have about Derrick Henry.
Hold on. Derrick Henry should have it 25 carries. Lamar Jackson should have 15. We don't need
so
the offense is not built for an X because of the tight ends that we have. Our tight ends are big receivers because they're receiving tight ends. The two that we have, and then Kohler, he's actually a balance of blocking. He actually can do pretty much. He's actually probably the most complete tight end that we have. He's just not as talented. But like that's why we don't have a AJ Brown or a Justin Jefferson because we have receiving tight ends that can go make those plays. But when you look at the stat sheet and Lamar Jackson doesn't even have like I don't even know how many carries. What do you have? 4 carries? 4 carries?
right. So back to what I was saying about when you look at the history of Derrick Henry in Tennessee, because they were always a playoff team then. Late in the playoffs, the thing that played Tennessee out of games was when they continued to feed Derrick Henry when he was getting stuffed. It would putting your team out.
No. I'm gonna tell you, there's a bigger issue there. There's the underlying issue. The underlying issue is that your quarterback was also Ryan Tannehill. See, you can give the ball to Derrick Henry 25 times when you got Likely, you got Andrews, your quarterback is Lamar Jackson, you got big splash play guy over there that P says is top 10 and Zay Flowers, you got Bateman, you got D-Hop. When you have the conglomerate of all of that, you can give the ball to Derrick Henry 25 times because you don't know what's actually coming next. When you got Ryan Tannehill as your quarterback, in the playoffs, I'm not comparing that. Because I, as a coach, if my life was on the line, I'm not putting the ball in Ryan Tannehill's hands either. Yeah, we're going to get this thing to dance.
If you put the ball in Ryan Tannehill's hands, great for us.
I'm living.
So this is my problem. This is the problem of what I be saying. Where this is the issue I have with fans when it comes to the way games go, like it just went. I think fans ignore that these guys know better than us and they study personnel. Do you really believe we watched all the same game? Do y'all seriously believe that Cameron Hayward was deteriorating over the game? He literally got better as the game went on every time Derrick Henry got the ball. Patrick Queen started making them tackles coming downhill as the game went on. That front, you do that against certain teams. You don't go out and continue to say, yeah, I'm about to go punch Cameron Hayward in the mouth. No, you don't try that and test your luck with that.
I got a question. What did Cameron Hayward do in the game yesterday?
Cameron Hayward dominated the interior the entire second half. What do you mean? What did he do? He was everywhere. He had like 2 swats. He had a few tackles for losses. It was doing everything. He was everywhere. Highsmith, TJ Watt was the one that TJ Watt is the one that just disappeared. Highsmith and Cameron Hayward were everywhere.
So I asked you that because I just went and looked at Cameron Hayward's stats. I don't know where the few tackle for losses came in at. he had 5 tackles and 2 tackles for assists. He had 2 assist tackles. That was his stats for the game. That's what he did in the game. So when I'm
He's the
saying
defensive tackle. His number is the stat of the tackles and sacks is never going to
well, he
show.
didn't have any tackles for loss.
He literally clogs the entire interior.
This goes back to the next point. The last point was it can't just be Derrick Henry. Lamar Jackson having 4 carries is another problem.
But
The problem lies in the fact that when you talk about this, when you look at it from an outside standpoint, what me and P are trying to explain is if your backfield consists of the Derrick Henry and a $55 million guy, like you just said, B, and Lamar Jackson, and combined, they carried the ball 23 times. And Lamar Jackson's, I think 3 of those for Lamar Jackson came off of passing plays where he stepped up in the pocket and ran the ball. I only think 1 of them was a design run.
All right. Ty, you said something. Ty, just like you said in the group chat, Ty, I remember you said it after the game or during the game. This is also back to what I always say about quarterbacks, right? Lamar not getting read options as much stopped when he got injured, correct?
No.
Season on the line.
No.
I'm asking. I just asked a simple question. I just asked a simple question.
No, it didn't.
Okay.
No.
So my thing is, we see how the game went. We see how Ravens fans have been saying he's not 100%, all this stuff for the longest.
I was not one of those Ravens fans.
So my response is, like I said yesterday, like they handed Derrick Henry the ball all game.
No, they didn't.
And bro, Lamar had 8 passes in the first half. So
look at how many plays we ran. You got to look at all of it. You just can't say he had 8 passes. How many plays did we actually run in the first half?
At least 25? He had 8 passes. So he threw the ball 33% of the he threw the ball 33% of the time.
Okay. And how many times did Keaton run the ball?
He had it a few times.
So if
I saw Keaton hit the ball a few times.
If Keaton had it a few, Lamar threw 8, and Derrick ran 10. That sounds pretty balanced. That doesn't sound like Derrick Henry ran the ball the whole first half. That sounds pretty balanced to me.
That's why I'm back to what I'm saying about the coaches with personnel. Right. That's not gonna work with that personnel.
We gotta move. We got 10 minutes, and I wanted to get to this because me and B talked about it today. We'll do picks for the NFL on Friday. We got 10 minutes. On B's story today, B said that Michael Porter Jr. P come back. You
want me to read exactly what I said?
Sure, go ahead.
What I said on that exact post. Ty, listen to this is verbatim, Ty, exactly what I said. I said, I apologize to all the old heads on their opinions from the 1970s to the 90s. People really think Kobe's a tougher shot maker than this man. Once your mind made up and get error, it's cooked.
B says that Michael Porter Jr. is a better tough shot maker than Kobe Bryant. Ty, I'm gonna start with you.
I think Michael Porter Jr. is a great tough shot maker. I do think he is. Better than Kobe is interesting to me. I don't know about that.
Bro, why am I the only person that when I say something crazy, I'm the only one that get kicked off around here?
Well, because I already talked to him about it. So the point was to come and get the point was to come and get y'all's opinions.
Yeah, we already this more for y'all too.
I would have been kicked off for saying what Ty just said. I would have been sitting in the waiting room.
Why?
All right.
What did I say?
All right, finish, Ty,
What did I say that was crazy?
This is
Go ahead, Ty. Finish.
interesting.
I was saying, I think I still believe Kobe is a better tough shot maker, but I do think Michael Porter Jr. is one of the best tough shot makers in the league today. So I can see why if somebody came to me and say, "Hey man, I really think Michael Porter Jr. really up there," I wouldn't be mad at it because like before the back
They all
injuries, bro, Michael
they
Porter
all
Jr. was the
smothered
best
shots.
player in the country. It's been in his game. I
Preach,
think now going to
preach.
Brooklyn, you get more leeway, obviously being on the bad team to do other stuff, and you see Michael Porter Jr. taking the opportunity to show like I'm still one of them ones. I was playing a role in Denver. I am the guy now in Brooklyn. That's giving him a chance to do some things. But me personally, I'm still taking Kobe. Like I didn't see him hit some crazy stuff. So
I like that. Here it come.
What are we talking about?
That's back to my first sentence. Go ahead.
What are we talking about right now?
I think he's with you, B.
No, he's not. That's why I
Saying
said it's back to my first sentence. That's why I said it's back to my first sentence.
Michael Porter Jr. is a better tough shot maker than Kobe. That's what we're saying.
That's what he said.
That is utterly insane. Has Michael Porter Jr. ever turned baseline and shot a left-handed fadeaway because his right arm don't hurt over two people? Never. He's never even attempted to do it because he can't. Has Michael Porter Jr. ever spun baseline going to his left and shot a fadeaway three and laced it over three people? No. He can't. He physically can't. What are we talking? Like, why do we say stuff like this? Because this is like
and I know you don't, but that just tells me that you don't watch Nets games.
I have.
And you're gonna say you don't have to.
I have watched Nets games. I know Michael Porter Jr. is averaging 25.9 points per game. I'm seeing the shots that he's taking.
I didn't talk about any numbers.
I'm seeing the shots that he's taking. He's taking them because he has to. Kobe took them because he wanted to. It's a difference.
How does he have to when he took this?
Because he has to take them.
Kobe
didn't have to take the shots that he took. He took them because he wanted to, and I was just that much better than you were at defense.
How was that the case though when he was in Denver?
What?
He was in Denver. How was this the case? How was that the case when MPJ didn't have to take when they always went like Caldwell Pope even came out swing and everything. MPJ when he didn't have to shoot these shots in Denver, he still did it because that's his game. The man is shooting 50% with that shot selection.
That's not even his.
He's shooting 50-40 with that shot selection, Pete. 50-40.
50 anything. So get the number. You want to talk numbers? Let's talk numbers. He's not shooting.
What is he shooting, P? What is he shooting, P?
50 nothing. He's
what is 40, he shooting, P?
40 80. He's 40
what is he
40,
shooting,
80.
P? Tell me what he's shooting.
40 80. I'm telling you, he's 40 40
what is
80.
What is the field goal percentage?
I'm telling you, he's 40 40 80.
The exact field goal percentage. What is the exact field goal?
Tell me what he's 50 in. What's his 50?
I'm asking you. You just told me his splits.
He's shooting 49.5% from the field, bro.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Did I lie?
Oh my god!
Did I lie?
Oh my god!
You lie.
Oh my god! He's terrible, bro.
He's 40 48. I didn't say he said not 50 anything. There's not nothing on his stats that say 50%. I didn't lie.
You're so nasty. You're so nasty.
I didn't lie.
You're so nasty.
I
don't even agree with B, and you're nasty for that. You're nasty.
That's terrible. That's terrible.
All right, bro. Continue to make your argument.
Anyways, back to what I'm saying, though. When Michael Porter Jr. was in Denver, he took unnecessary shots. And he missed a lot of them unnecessary shots. And like when you talk about being a tough shot, like he is now with the Nets, he knocking down shots because he like nobody else on that team's shooting, bro.
So how does that take away from what you just said less than 15 seconds ago when you said he was taking an unnecessary shot? How does that take away from what you just said less than 15 seconds ago? You said he was taking unnecessary shots and missing in Denver. He's taking those same degree of shots, shooting 50, 40, 80,
No, he's
and
not. He's
their
not
shots,
taking this.
Cole, when you watch some Nets games, the shots is actually tougher now than when he was in Denver. It was all catch and shoot.
because
I'm
he's
just shooting
that,
the shot.
that's the P's point. He's the only one shooting
But
the
I'm
ball.
saying with him with him being the
Listen,
only one
here's
shooting,
hold
my
on,
it
hold on,
doesn't
hold
let
take
on.
away
one
the
mic, one mic,
difficulty.
one mic, one
Hold
mic,
on,
one mic.
hold on.
Let P finish. Then I'm gonna let you go, B. Then I'm gonna go and then we're gonna close out.
This is what I'm saying is in Denver, those shots were because they had meaning to them. That's a whole piece of what we're talking about. Like when he was catching those swings in Denver, and you got to knock that down because it's actually something on the line. That's what you call a tough shot. Kobe was hitting tough shots when things mattered. In Brooklyn, nothing matters in Brooklyn besides watching him and Cam see who can shoot more and get more points. That's all that matters with the Nets. So these
Wait,
shots not tough. They playing pickup.
wait. Let me get this straight though, so I can just be clear. So in the game of basketball, the label tough shot maker is more for the situation of the game than the pedigree difficulty of the contest of a shot. I'm just making sure. That's what you're
Yes.
saying. Okay.
Yes. If I hit contested shots and we 12-70 and we playing in the last game of the season because we gotta play it versus if I'm hitting shots because we second in the West and we try and go to the Western Conference Finals and win a championship, that's two different type of tough. The one I'm taking in that game, that's a tough shot. Something matters. Anybody can hit a contested shot in any pickup gym around the country. You can hit a contested shot on any given night in the NBA.
So the degree of difficulty is lower, but because of the situation of the game, it's considered a
The
way
degree
tougher
of
shot.
difficulty is lower because of the situation of what he's playing in, the team he's playing for, the caliber of competitiveness that's going on night in and night. But teams go to Brooklyn and they go in there with the, hey, this the catch and recovery night.
It's like you're trying to take it away from them, but we've seen too many guys be the only guy on their team, and nobody has a shot selection and hits at this efficiency. So
B, go ahead, make your point, bro. Hold on, P. Let B
no,
go.
you go ahead, Cole.
I
You go ahead,
gotta
Cole. I said
answer
what I
that.
said.
Okay.
Go ahead,
Like,
Cole.
are you serious? He must miss DeMarcus Cousins in Sacramento. You missed that? You missed Anthony Davis in New Orleans? Did you miss Damian Lillard in Portland? Did you miss? It's been so many guys that have been the guy with a bad team that's done this same thing. We see it year in and year out in the NBA.
So I see you decide to only hear part of it. I said name me guys that was on a terrible team where almost all the shots they took were like smothered contested shots all the time.
I
I
just
didn't say
named
just run. I didn't say just run their team.
I just named them.
No.
DeMarcus Cousins took smothered shots all the time. You honestly probably can't tell me a teammate he had in Sacramento. Anthony Davis in New Orleans was double teamed every night. Bad team. Dame in Portland, bad team.
And that's kind of the point of what I'm saying. With them being on these bad teams, getting double teamed, a lot of times when they were smothered, all these guys are top tier players, so they were hitting some shots like they were hitting a lot of shots like that, but they were swinging their rock a lot more when they were getting doubled and double teamed. It wasn't about to just go up because, like you said earlier, Cole, why did you say that it's not labeled a tough shot for MPJ?
Hold on, I'm gonna get there. I'm trying to let you go first. Go ahead.
No, I said what I had to say. Go ahead.
All right.
That's what I said. Go ahead.
I got a totally different perspective. P, I'm with you, bro. This is not that. Michael Porter Jr. Let's be clear. Michael Porter Jr. is a very good shooter, probably great shooter. He's a great shooter. If you want to make the argument, if you want to make the argument to me that Michael Porter Jr. because of the range that he has is in some world a better shooter than Kobe Bryant, okay, cool. By all means, go ahead and make your argument.
Are we
Better tough
serious?
shot maker, better tough shot maker. I'm not going for that. And here's what I had. Here's what I have. Michael Porter Jr. is what? 6'10, 6'11-ish. Kobe Bryant is what? A generous 6'6. Kobe Bryant is not 6'6. If you go look at a picture of Kobe Bryant and Steph Curry standing beside each other, Kobe Bryant
How tall
6'5.
was he? He taller than D
Kobe
Wade,
Bryant,
ain't
Kobe Bryant 6'5. Kobe Bryant 6'5. You know they gassing him.
he? I
Kobe
just
Bryant, I don't
asked.
know
Is
if
he
Kobe
tall?
Bryant.
I just asked. Is he taller than D Wade? I thought he
Yeah.
was.
I think D Wade is actually 6'4. You know they list, because Michael Jordan was 6'6, they list all two guards at 6'6 just by default, bro. You know how that joint go, bro. You know how that joint go. This is what I'm trying to get to though. The mechanics of Michael Porter Jr. are great. Whoever his shooting coach was perfected a jump shot that was great for him. Michael Porter Jr., when he shoots over you, this is the KD effect that we talk about. When Michael Porter Jr. shoots the ball, you don't even see him, bro. Michael Porter Jr., because he's 6'10, 6'11, whatever he is, and athletically gifted at 6'10, 6'11, is most times being guarded by wings that are at best, 6'7, 6'8. Michael Porter Jr. don't see you when he rise up over you, dog. For this tough shot to be a tough shot, it has to be a tough shot. It has to actually be a smothered contest. So if you guarded me and your hand at my chest, cool. That doesn't make it a smothered contest because you in my area. That don't make it a smothered contest. Kobe Bryant was every bit of 6'5, 6'4, 6'6, maybe generously shooting over people that were actually looking at him hands in faces. When you go and look at the video that you reposted, the video that you reposted, there's only like 3 shots where the person actually jumped at Michael Porter Jr. In that video, there's only like 3 shots where the person actually jumped. Most people aren't even jumping at Michael Porter Jr. He's jumping literally over them. He's not seeing nobody.
He's the same height as he's the same height as KD, right?
Yeah.
Or KD's taller, maybe.
And that's my
Where do
next
y'all have Kevin Durant ranked in the NBA all time as a tough shot maker? Because I believe one of y'all had him as the best scorer of all time, so he got to be up there in tough shot maker conversation.
No,
he takes great efficient shots.
KD doesn't.
They aren't tough
shots. That's the thing.
They aren't tough.
Oh,
if you go and watch any
thing.
KD highlight tape, he's getting to that. He swing through, get to that elbow, pull up over you. You don't even see you.
And
this is the point that we're making. This is the point that we're making about Michael Porter Jr. Just because the shots are deeper or they're a fade of some sort, that don't make it a.
And that was the difference in what I said to you.
Contested, my dog. He's taking. What you're talking about is he's taking shots that Kobe Bryant would have taken, right? I think what you really want to say is. I hold on. Let me finish. I think what you want to say is he's taking shots that Kobe Bryant would have taken. They're not contested though, because first of all, he's not triple teamed. Second of all, he's not seeing nobody when he's shooting. Nobody's in his circumference. Nobody's up there in his airway when he's shooting the ball. Only 3 of those I counted. I went back and counted for like the beginning of the video. There's only like 3 shots on that video that you reposted where you said it, where he's actually contested. He's not getting a contested.
That's where I need y'all. That's where I need people to stop trying to talk about his height so much. When I watch Kevin Durant and when I watch Michael Porter Jr. shoot the basketball, they are not the same level of contest, and they're the same height. They're not the same level of contest.
Who's guarding Michael Porter Jr.?
That was gonna be my next point.
You tell me.
You tell me. This is your point to make. This is your argument. Tell me.
I'm pretty sure they play because I'm pretty sure they both in the same league where they both play the same position, and they're both they're both the primary scorer on their team.
We're talking about.
We're not even talking about Kobe no more. He's asking about who's guarding with Kevin Durant. They play the same position in the same league, and they're both the scouting report of the team.
For what reason? For what reason? For
two
different reasons too. Reasons too.
I'm not talking about KD because I don't think KD doesn't take tough shots. KD takes very efficient
You the
That
one
was
that
the
brought up
point
KD.
of that
He's
was
a
the point
very
of what I said about the height thing when I said to you earlier. You're trying to say this thing about Michael Porter Jr. being 6'10", not being able to see a contest and everything. Kevin Durant is 6'10" and he don't see contests. Michael Porter Jr. do not shoot the shots the same as Kevin Durant. Michael Porter Jr. Those are contested shots. Kevin Durant, the way he
Why are
knows
they
how to
contested?
create,
Why does one see a contest and the other doesn't?
Kevin Durant's a better scorer than Michael Porter Jr. He creates at a better efficiency. By the time he's rising up in his shot, like I told you,
So because
nobody can
bro's a
see
trash,
it.
so because bro is trash at creating shots, that makes him a better tough shot maker.
If I'm shooting, if I can't create on you, if I can't create on you, Cole,
So
and
I
I
just
shoot a
shoot
shot,
over you.
and
So
I
I
just
just
shoot
shoot
over
over you.
you, and if we all play
But
basketball, and P,
take into
okay.
account that P
Okay,
is
hold on,
taller than
Cole.
me. P is 6'2". So
if we all
if
play,
I at 5'8", am I shooting over P? Yes, I'm a hell of a tough shot maker because P can literally contest
okay,
me.
how
Okay,
about
The
let me
this?
point
ask you.
Let's
Hold
is,
on,
say,
hold on, hold on, hold
let's
on,
say
hold on, hold on, hold on.
you're
Cole.
5'8", I'm 5'10", and P is guarding both of us, and one of us is hitting, and one of us is better at creating, but we are both hitting shots at around 50%. How
Hold
was
on.
the person that can't create as much, and we're
the
both hitting it
difference
the same?
is the difference is the difference to make the argument that they're making. Somebody needs to be 4 inches taller than P to make the argument. The point is, if you are the point that I was trying to make to you is that Michael Porter Jr.'s mechanics are made so that the shots that you're talking about him taking as tough shots aren't tough shots. There's a reason that his coach, I think it's his dad, by the way. I think his shooting coach early on was his dad, by the way.
So we doing
There's a
that?
reason. There's a
So we doing
reason.
that?
There's a reason that his dad made his mechanics as such. Yes.
So we're doing
Yes.
that?
I'm not.
And
Listen,
if that's the case, I'm confused on why we don't get this blueprint more. The mechanics, the way as though it's not a contest. I'm trying.
no, I'm not even about to get into all that because that's a conversation for a whole nother day. I want to get into this. Just because you take bad shots and make them doesn't
50% and it's a bad shot.
this is let me come on I'm gonna talk real basketball with you right now. Just because you take bad shots and make them doesn't make you a tough shot maker. Now the shots that Michael Porter Jr. takes, he works on them. I've seen him work on them. So to say he's a better tough shot maker than Kobe, I'm not gonna say that because Michael Porter Jr. to me hasn't been in a situation to really make tough shots time and time again, year in and year out as the guy.
So I got to ask you, what makes a shot a bad shot? With you being a basketball player, what makes a bad shot a bad shot?
A bad shot is a shot that you don't work on. So that's why I never said that Michael Porter Jr. took bad shots. I'm not saying I never say he took bad shots. I'm saying Michael Porter Jr. hasn't proven to be a tough shot maker.
You just said he don't. They aren't good shots.
No, I said just because you take bad shots doesn't make them tough shots.
You literally said in the beginning of your start when you started that they aren't good shots.
I said
Go back and look at it. You said they're not good shots.
When did I say that?
But finish what you were saying though.
I'm saying Michael Porter Jr. has not been in situations to be a tough shot maker better than Kobe Bryant as the guy with stipulations on the line. He's taking shots right now just to take shots because nobody else on the team is going to take shots. But they're not, like, if we're being the Nets, not playing for nothing. They know they're going to lose night in and night out. Somebody got to average 20 plus. And there's 2 of them over there that just take whatever shot they want to take. With no accountability being held. There's nobody over there on that team in that locker room saying, hey, yo, we can get a better shot than that.
So if I was hypothetically, if I'm at Michael Porter Jr. and I shoot a shot over Wemby, but because I play for the Nets, it don't matter because I'm playing pointless basketball. It's not considered a tough shot.
Yeah. Like, you
Okay.
hit a shot over Wemby.
Okay.
You hit a shot over Wemby. Like, you hitting a shot over Wemby on a regular Wednesday, or Shea hitting a tough shot over Wemby with the NBA Cup on the
That's the
line.
point that's the point I'm trying to explain to you. MPJ's tough shots, it's not the same. You can't give the example of a big situation of the same person because it's not to the same degree.
So he's not a better tough shot maker than Kobe.
It's to a lower degree in the big moment that you're talking about.
What are you talking about?
But because it's a big moment, I'm not talking about Kobe. I'm talking about individually what we're talking about when you had broke down
Well, your
in
original
a
point
big
was Kobe.
moment. What you say in a big moment versus to you winningless basketball. And I'm
To
shooting
me,
smothered
to him,
shots.
winningless basketball is it
And I'm
winningless basketball or is it not?
what P said. He said
You
when if
said
he
to
hit us,
you winningless basketball. That doesn't no, it's winningless basketball.
that's
Let's
what I'm
be
talking
very
about.
clear about it.
That's what okay. That's what I'm
You
saying.
said to
To him,
you like it was just him, like just him.
he's
Only he's the only one that
yes.
thinks it's winningless basketball.
No, it's winningless basketball. To him, a tough shot determines whether you're playing winningless basketball or not. That's what P's been saying. What I'm saying is what he's been saying this entire time. Just because I'm playing winningless basketball and I'm shooting tough shots over with a high degree, and then a person goes and plays in an important game, and the level of difficulty of the shot, far as a physical shot, isn't as tough, but you're putting into account the moment and everything else into it. That's making it equivalent to a tougher shot. I don't agree with it.
It's equivalent because basketball is 90% mental and 10% skill. When you're mentally free playing in a game that I'm not going to say it don't matter. All 82 matter. That's your job. But we're speaking figuratively right now. When you're playing in a game where your mental space is, oh, we got another game tomorrow. We got a back-to-back. We got another game. But when you're playing in this game 6 and you down or you down 3-2, it's game 5.
Who's your top shot? Who's your top 3 tough shot makers in the NBA right now? Now that I got your definition of a tough shot maker, who's your 3 tough shot makers?
Top 3 tough shot makers in the league right now.
With your definition of it, I didn't get your definition, Cole, but yeah, now that I have your definition, Pete. While you thinking, Cole, what's your definition of a tough shot maker?
I done been told you. The shot has to be tough.
Hold you.
The shot has to be tough. You have to be getting contested, bro. Just because somebody in your space don't make it a tough shot, bro. MPJ not taking tough shots. MPJ not taking tough shots for him. For a lot of other people, those are tough shots. P just told you he works on that shot. Also, to go along with that, his mechanics of his jump shot, they aren't tough shots. That's what I'm trying to get to you. But I would probably I'm taking Shea, I'm taking Luka. I gotta think of my third one. I got to the degree of difficulty on Luka shots, boy. You out your mind. You out your mind. What?
But just because you contest it doesn't make it a tough shot. Like just because you're contested,
like degree of contest, the degree of contest is like a thing too. That might be 20% degree for MPJ. Where somebody else that might be 70%.
But I'm saying a wide open swing, and y'all on a run, and you got to hit this to get over the hump. That's a tough shot. Just because you contest it with somebody on you, don't make it necessarily a tough. Like these people work on this stuff night in and night out. Is what I'm saying to you,
Steph.
So like, would you say an open shot in a big game is a tougher shot than the shots that Michael Porter Jr. taking because it's winningless basketball?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I don't.
Absolutely.
When you got the green light is a green light.
But I understand you saying that because you ain't been in the moments. So I get that. And that's just real. Like I understand you saying that because you ain't been in those moments to see how tough that shot is. And I'm gonna equate it to football. All field goal kickers make field goals all throughout the year. But it's always a shame when they miss one. And it's like, bro, how you miss? We got you in field goal range. How you miss that? You ain't had nobody about to block it.
Well, that's not. I don't look at it.
You ain't had
I
no
don't look at it
win.
like that. If a kicker isn't automatic, and then only situations where those are situations like Chris Boswell's situation, like he's been
I'll
automatic
give
his
you
entire
another
career.
situation. Justin Tucker, the most automatic kicker ever in NFL history.
What big kicks did Tucker miss?
I watched him miss a bunch last season.
There were none of those kicks were big game factor game kicks.
I watched it.
But that's
Okay.
another day.
All right. Anyways, but what I'm saying to you is
Right.
Michael Porter Jr.
Right.
can make tough shots. Credit to what he's playing and what he's doing. Is he a better tough shot maker than Kobe? That's insane to even compare the two.
So where you have him ranked in the league currently, since it doesn't mean winning with basketball doesn't make it a tough shot to you.
Like in the league and what, making tough shots?
Mm-hmm. Because I could have
I don't
sworn when he
like
was
the
in
thing is
before he
like,
even had this role in Denver, we already started saying he was a top 5 shooter in the league because he just was.
a shooter and a
So
tough shot maker are two different things.
no,
But
that's why it was just something different. I'm asking.
I don't even have a list for tough shot makers because that's not even something that you like look at. That's not even something that like you look at people who can just get a bucket. But you know, like a tough shot maker. But I like Joker is a better tough shot maker than Michael Porter Jr.
Jokic is the best tough shot maker in the league. I just was waiting for somebody to say something about it.
Joker, he's a better tough shot maker than Michael. Like I've seen Anthony Edwards make more tough shots than Michael Porter Jr. Like I've seen a lot of Steph has made more tough shots than Michael Porter Jr. LeBron has made more tough shots than any of them.
The Kobe standard of the height thing, Steph should be the best tough shot maker out of all these guys.
Well, I think I mentioned mechanics a lot. I mentioned that Michael Porter Jr. created a way for his shots to not be tough. He created that.
But
We'll
he
say.
ain't even been like what great
shooter don't got elite shooting mechanics?
I'm just trying to figure out what big tough shots
You're missing the point on
made.
purpose. You're missing the point on purpose.
Like what tough shots has he made? Or are we just saying it's tough because he's contested?
Tough because he's contested. He just likes to.
Is that
He
what
likes
you
to
saying,
highlight
B?
tape. He like to highlight tape.
I want to ask B. Is that it's tough because he's contested?
That's a big factor. Yes.
What's the rest of the factors?
But every NBA star is contested every night, and they're averaging 30.
And that's the point exactly. You do not watch anybody and see the degree like that, bro. You do not watch. You do not. There's no way you're about to go tell me if we go sit down and watch the same game together right now,
He's
and we
not
go
even
watch
getting
somebody.
guarded like the other people that are averaging 30. That's what I'm saying to you. He's not getting guarded like the others that are contested and double team and triple team and game plan for seriously every night. And he's not averaging close, and they make more tough shots and more pressure situations than he does. He wasn't even a tough shot, big time
All
shot.
he going to do is prove people. All he going to do is see to prove everybody wrong. Because I'm willing to bet you're one of those guys that thought that MPJ wasn't going to average 20 this season.
Who?
I think this is the point. Like you trying to make it seem like we're saying there's something wrong with MPJ. Nobody's saying that. You made a point to say you made a point to say that he was a better tough shot maker than Kobe Bryant. All we're doing is dispelling your argument. You try and make it. This is the problem with arguing with sports takes and sports arguments. Just because I say that he's not a better tough shot maker than arguably the greatest tough shot maker to have ever played the game of basketball, don't mean that in the same breath I would have went out here and said that on a bad Nets team, MPJ wouldn't have scored 20. When we was arguing this earlier, you tried to give me the runaround. You probably don't even remember MPJ in Missouri. What are we talking about? All of these things that when you get to the point of your argument where you don't want to argue the real point no more, you want to make us like, oh, you didn't watch that. You didn't watch MPJ at Missouri.
No, like P said, I can agree with what he said. But I didn't plan to do that before, so I can agree with what P said. Like I just don't. It's just my opinion because I haven't played on that to that degree yet, so I don't know what it's like to be
The
that
point is
type
though,
of
we
tough
that
shot.
don't
What
mean
he
we
said.
ain't.
Wait a
The
minute.
point
Hold
is
on.
though,
Hold
that
on.
don't mean
Hold
we
on.
ain't saying he a great shooter. I literally started with I think MPJ's a great
Hey,
shooter.
Cole.
I started
Let me
with that.
ask you. Cole. He said. What did he said? What he said? What about MPJ at Missouri?
Y'all didn't remember MPJ in Missouri. Then he said to you just now, you probably thought MPJ won't gonna average 20. Why wouldn't MPJ average 20 on a bad Nets team?
You
I don't.
said MPJ at Missouri. B. I want to hear you say. That's what you said. Hello.
Yeah,
What did MPJ do in Missouri?
it was a bucket.
A bucket at what? What did he do? What was his numbers? How many games did he play?
that was my question.
I know
What
he
was it?
got hurt when we seen him on the
No, no,
court.
no,
Was
no,
he
no,
not a
no,
bucket?
no, no. What did he do at Missouri?
Was he not a bucket whenever he was on the floor?
No, don't ask me. Don't ask me. I know
I'm
what he did.
asking because
No, no, no,
you
no,
act
no.
like you know.
He's asking you for a
You
reason.
said
He's
he was a
asking you for a
bucket.
reason.
You said what did you say? You don't remember what he did? What do you remember that he did at Missouri? Don't ask me. I know what he
The
did. He
little
was in my class. I played against him on the circuit. I know what he's about. What did
the
he do
little
at
bit of game
Missouri?
the little
Please
bit of the
tell me.
game that he got to play, he was a bucket getter. He was a scorer. What he
He
was
was a
getting drafted
scorer.
for?
He was a scorer, a bucket getter. Wow.
Go
Wow.
ahead,
Are
P.
you serious right now?
Last one, P.
Is
Last
he
one, P. Because
serious?
we didn't because he told me that I didn't watch MPJ in Missouri.
Is he serious right now?
I don't think so. I ask him, did I respond to that? I just moved right past it because clearly I didn't watch.
What did I want him to tell me? What did MPJ
You
do
don't
in Missouri?
know, P. You don't
He doesn't
know.
know. He doesn't know. But you brought that up as a point and you don't know. MPJ at Missouri played 3 games. He averaged 10 points.
Three
Do you
field goals made.
classify that as a
3
bucket?
field goals made on 10 attempts in 3
Do you
games.
classify that as a bucket getter?
But you already know what you're getting. Why wouldn't you?
No. The point
Oh,
is that you tried to
hold on.
say
I'm about to
we
annihilate
didn't
that.
watch him at Missouri. Did you watch him at Missouri?
No.
Nobody watched him at Missouri. B is the point that we making. When you start don't want to argue the original point that you made, you start telling us we didn't do things. Clearly, you didn't watch because there was nothing to watch. Is the point that we just made? It's another argument that we dispelling. You got to come with better stats. That's not it.
Wait, he said he was a bucket. Do you realize in 2 out of his 3 games at Missouri, my man shot 20% from the field and 20% from 3, 30% from the field and 20% from 3? He averaged 10 points a game. And you talking about you know what you're getting, you don't know what you're getting. Because Michael Porter Jr. coming out of high school off the Nike circuit for Mocan, that's cool and all. But I watched Marvin Bagley get after you. I've seen you have to prove that you can play against NBA caliber talent. You can score, but everybody in the league can score. Everybody can score. He's averaging 25 a game right now. How many other people in the league are averaging 25 a night?
About 20.
20. 20. How many people are averaging 20 a night?
Probably at least 50.
50. You giving me we're paraphrasing. 50. That sounds average to me. So like when you're talking about a guy like Michael Porter Jr., when on your prior team, you were playing for something and you weren't even the primary nor the secondary? Because we know who, if you're a tough shot maker, you're the closer for your team.
I just want to interrupt and say there's 35 players averaging 20 or better in the NBA right now.
35.
I was
35 guys. And we're talking about on your last team when you was actually playing for something. Jamal Murray was your closer. That was your tough. You want to talk about making tough shots? That's your tough shot maker.
Well,
While
we're
you
not
over
going to do
there
that.
catching,
We're not going to do that like MPJ wasn't making tough shots in Denver.
while you over there catching swings and airballing, and people want you to get out of town and get traded, because there was a reason why that buzz started going. You notice ain't nobody said trade Jamal. Ain't nobody said trade Joker. Ain't nobody say trade Aaron Gordon. They wanted to trade who? Mr. Tough Shot Maker. Because he's not equivalent to that.
He started like you said, because he started missing shots. When they won a championship, was he not making tough shots the whole run? Did he started missing shots? I don't recall anybody asking him to be traded the year they won a championship.
What do you recall?
I'm just saying.
That's my
You
hold
know,
on. My
you know,
question.
you know
Wait.
more. You know more
My
than I. You know more
question.
than I. You know more than I do. So I'm asking
Well,
you, when they
that's
won a
what I'm
championship,
saying.
was they saying it?
What I'm saying to you is you can't make that statement if you don't recall that. Because you clearly didn't recall what he did at Missouri. So you can't even bring up their championship run because you don't recall what actually happened there.
That's what
You
I'm
said
saying.
he made tough.
From when I watch
you said
basketball,
hold on.
and they won a championship, I do not remember anybody the year they won a championship saying that they wanted MPJ gone that year.
But you don't remember no tough shots he made on that run. What tough shots did he make? Tell me. You can't.
I remember your definition of tough shot. I remember a lot of games in the fourth quarter where MPJ was making big game changing shots.
Name me a shot. Give me a moment. Give me a moment. Give me
I
a
don't remember
moment
the
that
I don't
MPJ had.
remember. I don't remember the exact moments in my head, but I can vividly remember in fourth quarters Michael Porter Jr. hitting shots in close games.
In fourth quarters, you can remember Michael Porter Jr. hitting tough shots in big games.
And so with the definition you gave me of your definition of tough shot, that's a tough shot.
But he doesn't recall the tough shots. What, man?
B.
Last one, P. We going.
I'll send anything in the group chat that I can find.
B, listen. It's not even like we gotta stop doing this. And this is me being real. Like, we gotta stop doing this because this is not. We're talking about a guy who's apparently a tough shot maker. In the NBA Finals, my man had 2 and 5 points in a game, in 2 games in the finals. That don't happen to tough shot makers. None of the other tough shot makers we've been talking about went to a finals and had 2 and 5 points in the. As the third guy, we ain't even talking about you being a primary, getting all the action, getting all
I'm
the.
gonna say all the guys we talking about were they all not number one guys?
And what I'm saying to you is the fact that you're not the number one guy, so you're not getting the best defender. You're not getting the second best defender. All you're getting is rotational swing shots. You're getting bad closeouts. Oh, I'm open. You're getting transition. 2 and 5 points. But he's a tough shot maker. And you still can't tell me a big shot that he made on a championship.
I just said I'll send him in the group chat.
But what I'm saying is,
because I told you what my eyes from what
No P. We'll do it offline.
You know what I'm saying, bro? He ain't Kobe. I'm gonna just put it like this. He ain't Kobe. He ain't nowhere near close to Kobe when it comes to shot making in any regard. His percentages have been better, but his percentages are better because he's not the primary guy on a team that matters in the games on the line. He's not facing the guy every night. Kobe was facing Tony Allen, and every team's Tony Allen or their whole team every night. Michael Porter Jr. ain't facing that. He not facing that. When they play the Thunder, he may catch Lou Dort, but he may catch Aaron Wiggins. And they'd be like, get the rebound. All right, cool. We up 30. It's a difference, bro. So, like, comparing him to Kobe is insane, bro. If you don't compare him to somebody, compare him to some of his counterparts right now. Like, don't compare him to people that he can't even scratch the surface of, like, because if he's close to being a better tough shot maker than Kobe, is he close to being a better tough shot maker than Jordan, than Bron, than Carmelo Anthony, than James Harden, than Steph, than Tracy McGrady? Then do the list need to keep going for you to understand that he's not on that level? Because his name don't ring bells with none of them, early in their career or late. And that's negative. Like, Michael, don't die on that hill, bro. Let it go. Like, please let it go. Because that's nasty. And the fact I just had to explain that to you for 20 minutes is crazy, son.
All right, bro. It's another episode of GRG Pod, man. Game recognized game. Appreciate everybody for pulling up, man. 2 hours and 30 minutes.
Longest show yet, probably.
Not quite. I think we had one where we had a guest that ran for an hour. So then we got to like.
Y'all got almost 4 hours before.
Nah, I think we got to like 3 on this pod. We got a 4P. I don't know if we got a 4 on this one.
We got to like 3:30.
Yeah, I think we got to like 3:30.
3:30. That's crazy.
You get tired. You're gonna be tired. You're gonna be tired.
We start taking water breaks.
Start taking bathroom breaks in that joint.
I remember one time we put the countdown thing on. Everybody use the restroom.
Nah, that's crazy.
We went intermission on.
They got halftime.
We started doing commercial breaks on this joint.
Oh, we did.
They started getting the hockey treatment, 2 intermissions.
Yeah. Them days used to get heated. Yeah, man. GRG Pod Game Recognized Game. Great Tuesday episode. Appreciate everybody for pulling up that pulled up early, because we definitely are early this week on Tuesday instead of on Wednesday. We'll do picks on Friday. We might listen, it's playoff time. You know what that means, P. Playoff time. Late night pod is back. For everybody that don't know,
we going after.
For everybody that don't know, for everybody, gotta get back to work, P. Gotta get back to work.
Oh, already rubbing his eyes. He ain't ready.
Hey, what's the games this weekend?
First of all, you start on Thursday with Miami, Ole Miss, ain't it?
Yeah, it's Thursday night.
Then Friday you play
Oregon, Indiana.
Are we doing CFP and NFL?
Yes, sir, P.
Wait, do the NFL start this weekend? Playoffs this weekend?
Yes, sir, P.
Yeah, Saturday.
I thought it started Saturday.
Yep.
Nah, when I want to hear it, just be the word.
Hey, no, I'm just saying we on the road this week. So Thursday and Friday, I'm green. Saturday, we probably gonna be flying back. Depending on what time we get back from the flight.
For sure.
Because I'm about to be in South Dakota pretty much until Sunday.
All right, bet.
So if I'm free, I'm
for everybody that don't know.
You think y'all gonna have any games close to here probably next season?
We might. We working on that. I can't speak on which teams yet because it's contractual stuff that is involved into it and stuff like that. But we working on planning some different regions next year for non-con.
For sure.
Pull up.
Like we were saying, for everybody that don't know, when playoffs roll around, we do go late night pod to recap the games, cover the games. Them joints get a little heated. Pod after dark. The language, all bets are off. You're gonna hear some stuff. You're gonna see some eyes get to start rubbing, and when eyes start rubbing,
it's club
argument. Yeah.
That's how y'all get. See, y'all ain't ready.
When eyes get to rubbing, these conversations get a little intense. You're gonna start. You gonna see. You gonna. Hey,
Man.
just know it's all brothers we love.
These regular hours for me. People call me Batman.
So yeah,
All right.
we're gonna be right. We're gonna get right. So we'll see.
P looking tired over there right now.
That's because I ain't gotta be prepared for it right now. I can go to bed right now if I want to. Just wait till that draft roll around. wait till that.
It's crazy you talk. It's crazy you said something about the draft. I just made a mock draft yesterday.
Bro.
We
Wait till
gonna
them,
get
wait
those
till them
through.
NBA and NFL drafts roll around. That free agency roll around. And you lucky we ain't got an Olympics this year. Because that was real nasty.
Yeah,
I thought we had the Winter Olympics.
no, when it was Olympic basketball, when Olympic basketball was on,
Yeah.
nasty.
I thought we had. I
We
thought
do
we had
have
the
Winter
Winter
Olympics
Olympics
Ain't
this
FIBA
year.
this year?
It's next winter.
Okay.
No,
It's
no, Winter
so
Olympics
like,
is this year.
Yeah, I knew it had to been this year.
Winter Olympics
yes,
is in February.
Yeah, in February.
I've been
Oh,
seeing
they
it from. I've been seeing the promotions for a lot too.
That's right. They
Yeah.
moved it. It used to be in December of the year, but they
Yeah.
moved it to the start of the year now.
And
That's right.
Ty, I don't know if FIFA this year. I think it's this year or next year. It's one of the two. Because
No, he
it's been a
said
few years. The
FIBA.
time.
FIBA. He
Oh,
talking about
FIBA.
FIBA. Who?
Yeah, FIBA. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, these
Because
episodes
the World
will
Cup.
get
Because the
long.
World Cup coming up soon too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's written around that time.
These episodes will get long. It will get a little crazy. It will get a little treacherous. We apologize in advance. This is a family-friendly pod most days.
Always. First and foremost.
Oh,
But,
we got a good year this year. Winter Olympics in February. The World Cup is actually this year. It starts in June.
Yeah, it is. Starts in June. Yeah. Love y'all, man. Like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend, tell their mama, all that good stuff. Y'all be good. Y'all be safe out there. We'll be back on Thursday.